3 times from Sunday for sure.
Exactly.
Well then, in that case, I will say hello, everyone.
Ooh.
Welcome to the StreamVoid podcast, episode 86.
86 weeks of this shit?
Indeed. Well,
Crazy.
Probably more, because we...
Oh, right.
You know,
we missed a few.
We've missed a few, and there are some few episodes that just went in the trash.
Oh, yeah, right. Like last week should have. No, just kidding.
I am MikeyT, and of course, across from me is KurbStomped.
Hello.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, we can. I mean, they can.
Yes, you are listening to the StreamVoid podcast.
Oh, God.
This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
True.
It is true.
Did you say the date?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. I'm just kidding. It's currently Saturday. July?
June.
Yeah. June the 16th, 18th.
Oh, wow, this is going really good off the
I saw the
start
6 out of the corner of my eye, and it's got to be the 18th, 16th. 18th.
June 18th, 2022.
June 18th, 2022.
Yes.
It's true. I haven't said the date for like the past 10 episodes.
We got to say the date. When you listen back to them, it's just like, when did we do this?
When did we do this?
Yeah, exactly.
That's right on. It's right on the thing. The app, it'll tell you when.
Yeah,
it was
but when I'm
uploaded.
walking and listening, I'm not looking at the app to see what date it was released on.
No,
No,
you didn't look at the app to start it. You just started it by
No.
your
You
mind
press
power?
play and they just go through them all. You don't have to do anything.
Oh, you just open your podcast app and it just goes.
It just goes.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit of a show lined up for you. We got a little bit of news. We got a little bit of things. We're, of course, going to go completely spoilerific with the latest episode of ObiWan, the latest episode of Miss Marvel, and we're going to talk about all the episodes of The Boys up to the latest episode, because I didn't watch the latest episode. We just finished
5.
episode 4 last night.
So you didn't see when someone killed someone? No, just kidding.
Oh, it's every episode.
Yeah, that's true.
It's literally every episode.
That's true.
So I will, in fact, ask you, how was your week?
Week was fine. Work was the usual. And, I did the editing stuff on my days off from work and worked on some of that stuff. And then I had some internet problems when I was going to stream one night. I've never seen internet this bad before. I don't even know how it's possible. Like, how can your upload be so low and your download be regular? Like, how is that even possible?
It's called copper.
Now, there must have been something wrong somewhere else.
Probably.
Yeah, anyways. I had 600 down, 0.08 up.
Shaw was like, this guy's torrenting. We got to cut his upload.
Yeah, I'm not torrenting. I haven't torrented in a long time. Yeah, very weird. Anyways, it was thankfully only for the day of the storm that we had here, really. So that cleared itself up. But it was very, like, you know how it gets. It's like, okay, let me restart the router. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, let me restart the computer. Oh, that didn't work. Like, what the hell's going on here? So, it sucked.
They had a big storm in Michigan.
Yeah.
And one of my viewers was out of power for 2 days.
Yikes!
I was like, what? 2 days without power? That's crazy.
America.
Yes.
But yeah, that was about it really for the regular work week. I didn't do anything else really.
There you go.
Just played some games.
Nice. What'd you play?
I played Minecraft, you know.
Of course.
Had to go on the hunt for the old mangrove trees and frogs. So did that last night on the server. Updated it to 1.19. So that was
spoiler alert before the podcast. We talked about that, and he found mangroves and frogs.
Yeah, we got them.
You got them.
I made those frogs fuck too.
Hell yeah.
Have to do it.
You have to. That's how you get more frogs.
Exactly. Well, they turn into eggs, and then they turn into tadpoles.
Oh. Yeah. Do they turn into many eggs or one egg?
Each little frog egg group, well, the ones that we hatched made 3 eggs, three tadpoles each. I don't know if there's a random number that come out of it.
When the hell did they add frogs?
Like a month ago.
Okay, so that's pretty new.
Yeah, that's why you had to go finding the frogs.
I
brand
guess
new.
so.
Same thing with mangrove.
Frogs in the mangrove.
Brand new. And I found 2 goat horns, so I was playing my little horn.
Oh. You make a
Blowing
little
my horn.
goat horn pan flute?
No, not a pan flute, just a single horn that you blow through and it's like... So, that was something else.
If you hook a music player note block up to a goat horn, can it play the music through the goat horn?
That'd be interesting, but no. But you can like somehow make them with copper to change their tone or something. I'm not sure.
Oh, hello.
So, I'm not exactly sure about that. And then I wrapped up Dead Space. So that originally started as a Patreon stream, like, I don't even know, 3 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago.
And finally finished that one off. Streamed chapters 10, 11, and 12. It's a 12 chapter game. That was a fun game. It still looks good and controls good, even though it's like 8 years old or something.
Yeah,
like
it
that.
aged pretty well.
Yeah, so spoilers, your wife's dead.
Yeah.
Sucks when that happens, man. You finally meet her at the thing, but I don't know, the story was like interesting but also not very well told, unless it's just because I was streaming and I missed some key points, which could be. I
don't stream when I'm playing single player games.
It could have been that, but
I want to know the story.
But I was reading all the stuff I found. Like, I stopped and read all the books and everything that you found. It's not like I just was like, okay, enough of this, or skipped it. I paid attention. I just think they didn't do the best job about it. So, like, the marker that they found was projecting a vision of my dead wife into my head to trick me into helping them get the marker back onto the planet. But then the enemies were trying to stop me from doing it. So I guess maybe the marker was going to destroy all the xenomorph things.
Oh, weird.
When it got back. Because it was like, I got it back there and my wife was like, thank you for bringing me back. This is what I wanted. And then, but as I was doing it, all the enemies were like trying to stop me. So it was like, okay, something's rotten in Denmark here.
Yes.
But it was interesting.
The enemies and their rotting flesh.
Yes. There were some good scares in that game. I didn't have as big of a scare as this biggest scare I ever got, which was in the medium, but there were some decent scares.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so I liked it. So I might move on to Dead Space 2, or I don't know. We'll see.
I think I've seen the end of Dead Space 2. I think I watched a fellow streamer.
Oh yeah.
Wrap that up.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is the end? This is Banana Sandwich. This is like anime ending Banana Sandwich.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, the ending of this one was just, we get the marker, I fight the boss, I get on the spaceship, I take off my helmet, I can see my face finally, and I'm like, oh, let's fly away. And then, oh my god, my wife is a baddie. She's attacking me. The end. So, I don't know what the next one's going to be.
I've seen the end of that too then, because that sounds a lot familiar.
Yeah.
Did I finish that game?
I don't know. Did you?
I doubt it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I would recommend, if you haven't played it, go back to it. It holds up really well.
Yeah, very innovative and very innovative hood system and mapping system and menu system. That was the first time I've ever seen something like that. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Yeah, like just having your health displayed on your back and stuff like that. It was pretty good. The only bad part was probably when you're in anti-gravity zones and trying to look around. You couldn't really control the camera well enough to like look up and down and stuff. So there'd be enemies that are flying around in anti-gravity and you're just like, I guess not anti-gravity, no gravity. And you'd be trying to find them and just be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
So,
and then all you can hear is your breath.
Yeah. Oh no, there's no gravity spaces inside too.
Oh yes.
But yeah, the 0G like outside of ship, yeah, those are pretty scary too because you don't hear the enemies coming up on you. And
all you can hear is yourself breathing.
You're just like, oh crap, I'm getting attacked.
And you can vaguely hear your weapons firing, and that's it. It's great.
Yeah. So I only died a couple times, but yeah, those are all edited up for YouTube and ready to go. So.
Editing out all those deaths?
No. I left all the deaths in.
Oh, well. Should have made yourself seem like a superstar.
Nah, what? No one thinks I'm a superstar. No, I just edited out like if I was talking about something not related to the stream or the game, like if someone raided me, I'd remove that whole section where I'm not doing anything, So, and then last night, when you were playing Vampire Survivors, and I was just like, oh, I'll try this game, why not? So I turned on the Xbox, and I was like, oh, it's PC only. And I'm like, yeah, the Xbox is on. I'm going to play the Xbox. And there was a new game added called Omori, I think. And I was like, what is this? This looks interesting. And I looked at the couple of screenshots. I'm like, this looks like a weird, like, hand-drawn RPG of some sort. So yeah, let me download this and try it out. So I downloaded it, and I was like, let me just hit record and record the video. I'm going to play for 30 minutes. I'll just record 30 minutes, put it on YouTube, whatever. And that game is, like, it's very disturbing right off the start, where you're, like, starting this empty white space, and there's a box of tissues, a computer and a notebook, and you're laying on the ground. Oh, and a light bulb and a door. That's all you see, right? So you get up, and I'm like, okay, what's this down here? And it's like the tissues, and it's like, this is for wiping your sorrows away. So, oh, okay, whatever. And then you go to the notebook. It's like, hey, do you want to look at your art book? And I'm like, yeah, okay. And you open it up, and it's like a picture of like a kid's drawing of a dead cat. And you turn the page, and there's like this demonic like pentagram drawing of a kid. I don't know, whatever. And you keep going, and there's like a playground with body chunks and blood and shit. I was like, oh, this is fucked up. And eventually, like, you hear, like, you're trying to escape from this room, and you can't get out, and it's like, oh, you hear something fall, like something fell. And you go down, and there's looks like a knife sitting on the ground, and it's like, oh, pick up the knife. It's like, oh, this is a shiny knife. Like, anyways, you get out, and it's you go to the playground, and everyone's like all happy and nice, and it's like you can just tell something's not quite right, but you're not sure. It's very like the implication of like bad things happening is there, but they're not outright. There's you meet all your little kid friends, and then there's like the one kid is saying like, "Oh, you were mean to me the other day," and like, "What do you mean?" And you're like, "You were making fun of the mole that I have on my," and it's like ... and they're like, the other person's like ... and it's like ... all around, and it's like, mole on what? What are you talking about? And then you do a little turn-based fight, and that was like the end of the 30 minutes I played, but it was just like, okay, weird. This is weird. So then I was like, I made the video, and I'm uploading it to YouTube, and I'm like, well, let me get the description of this game from Wikipedia, just paste it in the, the description for people that don't know. And it's like, this is like what did they call it? It's like a RPG horror game or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, I was on the right path anyways with thinking it was like pretty fucked up. But yeah, it was interesting art style, and very, I can imagine it'll eventually be very disturbing. Will I play more of it? I don't know. It was interesting when I played, but I don't know if I'll go back to it. It was on Game Pass, brand new, so I was like, yeah, let me try it out. So,
yeah. And that video got a few hundred views.
Yeah, I mean, people are searching for it on YouTube right now to check it out, so it was people watching it. And I mean, you can tell, like, as it is, not people are just watching a little bit to check it out, see what the game looks like and everything, because like the time viewed per person is not very high. So but I mean, every person that watched it for 1 second means someone watched all 33 minutes. So anyways, so interesting game. I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's hard to say. It was interesting anyways. I thought it was going to be like a short game. Just, I don't know, like, it looked like it was going to be like a 4-hour game, but then I saw there's a full, it came out on Steam like 2 years ago, and there's a full playthrough on YouTube that's like a 22-hour video.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, okay, so it's like a real full RPG.
Yeah, no kidding. So. Well, 22 hours.
I mean, nowadays.
Nowadays, I guess, so, eh?
Nowadays. Yeah, so that's about it for what I played this week.
Nice.
Yeah. What about your week?
Oh, yeah, work was work. My assistant started.
No, very good.
Work. I'm training him up, kind of, when I can, because I'm still super busy. So finding the time to train. I mean, I've got there's a lot of documentation online for what he needs to do.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. And I wrote a lot of documentation to show him what needs to be done. Yeah, I get up a little bit earlier now and pick him up from downtown and bring him in because he doesn't drive. And yeah, I've just been working away, doing the usual.
Very good.
It's pretty much same old. Got into gold in Apex, did a little rank, got to gold. And
Apex.
Now I'm just grinding out the gold in Apex.
Oh, God.
It's good. I like it.
86th show in a row.
Yeah, 86th show in a row. Yeah. That's true. And of course, played some Vampire Survivors on Wednesday. No, Thursday. Thursday I was like, I'm too tired. I'm not going to stream. Yeah. And I'm like, well, the microphone's already upstairs. I'll just install some stuff, put some stuff on the screen, and play some Vampire Survivors.
Yep.
And I managed to get, I guess it wasn't on stream, but it was probably on like Tuesday. I managed to get through a hard level that I had not been able to get through. Because I unlocked this character that has the Song of Mana, a weapon, which is just like it shoots vertically. And that's it. and it's just like super sparkles and lasts on the screen forever and does so much damage. And I was able to just romper stomp through this entire level with it.
Oh, yeah.
It was great.
Nice.
And then, but you can't see anything when you're shooting it because it's so sparkly and it obscures your vision like nothing else.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on the screen in that game.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I described it best when I was describing it to you as a 3-dimensional shooter.
Three-dimensional?
Not 3-dimensional, but omnidirectional. It's not a vertical shooter. It's not a horizontal shooter. It's an omnidirectional shooter.
I wouldn't even call it a shooter, really, but...
Well, you shoot things.
You don't press a button.
No, you definitely don't press a button. It automatically shoots.
Yeah, I'd call it like a cookie clicker.
But there's no clicking.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You just control where your dude is.
That's all you do.
It looked interesting anyways.
Yeah.
I was going to try it out, but it was on PC only, so I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
So
I got a PC on the living room.
Well, I
TV,
mean,
so
I turned on the Xbox. That was why.
Yeah.
It's like, I've already turned it on.
I wonder why it's not on Xbox or anything like that. Probably because it's still in early access.
I mean, maybe it's on Xbox. It's just not in Game Pass for console.
Yeah, because it's on Game Pass for PC. That's what I'm
maybe it's on Xbox. It's just not in Game Pass for Xbox. So I don't know. I didn't look into it. I just was like, "Fuck this game."
And I went to your work yesterday.
Oh, really?
I picked up a thing. And I'm going to go use that thing to place my first geocache that I've ever placed.
Oh,
We're
a
going to go
bin?
do that on Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Picked up one of the plastic ammo containers.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to buy something. I wanted to buy one of the big ones, but I was like, oh, that's it's a little bit too much for me to just leave outside.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, we probably bought those for, like, if it costs $100, they probably cost us $10.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
That's called retail markup.
No, that's called, like, importing from China direct. Like, if we bought it from a regular vendor, it probably would have cost, like, 5 times as much, but we're importing straight from China now.
Yeah,
so.
There you go.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's crazy.
I bought some gloves. I bought a little shovel.
Oh.
Bought a rock hammer.
The whole setup.
I've got a whole setup. I need to buy, my father would like me to buy a winch.
Oh, yeah.
Put on the Jeep. I might just get a manual come along.
Why do you need a winch on the truck?
Just in case it gets stuck. I've been doing some crazy stuff in the Jeep.
Just get a come along.
Just get a come along.
Yeah.
Do you have come alongs? At the store?
Probably, but I don't know.
I might have to go to the Princess Auto.
I don't know what's left right now.
Yeah. I might have to go to the Princess Auto to look up and buy some off-road
honestly,
stuff.
you probably should go there.
Yeah.
Probably.
This manual come along does 10 pounds. I'm like, okay, that's not enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
And yeah, that was my week. Pretty dull, pretty boring, pretty standard.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty standard week. Nothing too much exciting happened.
Cool.
Though, Lifeline's getting a buff in Apex Legends, finally.
Oh, really?
Next patch, Lifeline is finally going to get a buff.
Which is what? She gets her shield back?
No.
Oh.
Her care package is going to be at half, or it's at 5 minutes right now, and I think they're dropping it down to 3.5 minutes.
Whoopty fucking do.
And they're making it so that you always get a battery instead of 2 shield cells out of it.
Doesn't take much to be considered a buff, I guess. Eh?
I don't know if it's going to go far enough. And they're going to, she has unlimited dock healing. Instead of like, you would get, the dock bot would have X amount of healing. It's now unlimited. So as long as it stays out and you're attached to it for that 20 seconds, it's unlimited healing.
In the 20 seconds?
In the 20 seconds that it stays out.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Yeah, I think they need to give her
It didn't have unlimited healing?
Back. No, it had like 150 health.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'd never used it when I was low enough, I guess. I don't know.
She needs her stupid shield back. Her
red shield. No shit.
Like, make her good again. Not this incremental buff.
Make Lifeline good again.
Yeah. Hashtag
MAGA? No. Oh, that's something different.
Yes.
Make Apex good again.
Make Apex good again. It is good.
Cool.
Don't even.
I mean, I've watched you play it.
Yes. I know you have. Yeah, and the new stories from the Outlands thing came by. And we got to see what you
didn't watch that, did you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I made Master watch it, and she loved it.
Oh, my God.
Master of None, fellow streamer, and YouTube personality. Not YouTube. She's not on YouTube.
TikTok sensation.
TikTok sensation, yes, for sure.
Don't
but
watch
you
those.
You get to see Octane's face, like what he looked like before the mask.
Oh, cool.
It was cool. I thought it was awesome.
Oh, my God. They got you now, man. You're gonna buy the Apex.
They always got me.
You're going to buy the Apex Pathfinder book to get the deep lore of the Pathfinder?
No. If it was like a coffee table
liar.
art book, maybe.
No, I forbid it. I forbid it.
A coffee table art book? Maybe.
No,
not a book where I have to read words.
I can't believe you watch those things. Those are just an abomination. Just terrible. Terrible story, terrible writing, terrible everything. Maybe the art was good. I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay, that's a redeeming quality, I guess.
You should watch it. You should find out.
I'm not going to watch that. Are you kidding me? I know they're terrible. I don't got to watch it to know that. I've given them a chance, believe me. I watched all that shit before, and I read the fucking terrible comics.
See, that's the problem, is you read the comics. And it spoiled your view.
Well, that's the official stuff they released. They spoiled it, not me.
No, the comics are bad. The videos are good. I like the videos.
Is it just like the reveal trailer and stuff like that?
No, it's like deep backstory for Lifeline.
No, I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Deep backstory.
No,
we get to see
I don't want to hear.
Mom.
I don't want to hear backstory in Apex Legends in the same sentence. God damn.
You don't want to hear backstory in most games in the same sentence.
No, I do. If it's good, like Destiny, no. Apex, no. I don't know what is a good one, but no.
Wait till that deep Minecraft lore comes out. You'll be all over it.
No. Definitely not.
What up with the deep Vampire Survivors lore?
That would be like the lore of Castlevania.
Probably.
I like it because when it came out, I was 12. I didn't know better. It's like, whoa, did you know Alucard is Dracula backwards? Whoa.
Yes, you've lost the innocence of youth.
Yeah. Also, I've read things that aren't video game related, so I can tell when something's good and bad. I've read a book in my life.
I've read a book before.
I don't believe that.
I get a whole stack in the closet there. They're in boxes.
Okay.
I don't read anymore. I lost the ability.
Lost the ability to read?
Lost the ability to read.
It's because of Apex. Tales from the Borderlands lore, or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, that'd be like, I'm deeply invested in the Borderlands lore. Oh my god. No, thank you.
Well.
Anyways,
let's.
I'll allow you to enjoy Apex.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad you'll allow me to enjoy video games.
Well.
Yes. Speaking of lore, and a good storyline,
yes,
so far. Anyway, let's talk about Game Club.
Oh yeah.
Each week, ladies and gentlemen, we play a chapter, a segment, a level, a whatever. A portion of a video game, and then we talk about it in length, in detail, on stream. This week is the third week we have played Plague Tale: Innocence.
Yes.
I mean, it's the third week I've played it. You only played it once, 2 weeks ago, and did 3 chapters.
Yes, well, I mean, the chapters are so short.
They are very short.
I was streaming it, so it's not like, I played my chapter. Okay, well, stream's done. It's been 25 minutes. Stream's over. So I had to go through and play a few more, but it's all right. I mean, I edited the video, so I got basically 2 playthroughs.
Yes.
So
I cannot remember what this chapter was called.
I don't know what it was called, but chapter 1 and 2, basically the game is, it's 14th century France. Everyone speaks English. I think they're supposed to be speaking French, but
I didn't see if I could put French on and have it.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. First chapter. We notice bad shit's going down. Bad guys invade our home, kill our parents, or so we think. And we have to escape with our brother, who is a bit of a wiener boy. He's lived a sheltered life in a room his whole life. Something's wrong with him. We don't know what. And in second chapter, we go to a little city, and we have to survive the city and get through it. Because we're trying to find a doctor. Dr. Laurentis. And
but
Amicia,
the plague is hit.
Yeah, the plague is hit. Amicia is the heroine that we're playing, and then her little brother Hugo, the wiener boy, who's causing trouble so far. And it's basically a stealth action game where you have to hold Hugo's hand and use him as a sort of I don't know. He's like a bit of a tool. Tool sounds bad,
but he's
like an ally that you can sort of get him to do things badly for you.
Yes, so he can fit through small places and stuff, and go and do things that you can't access.
Yeah, he's small enough to climb a ladder that won't break.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
But you also have to help him get into those areas that he needs to go through. Unless there's like an easy place, like you're always lifting him over walls or helping him climb stuff.
But he's a little kid, so he's always complaining, as little kids do. I'm hungry. I'm scared. Why are the rats eating the man's face?
Where's mommy?
Yeah. I want to see mommy.
So this chapter, we finally get into the church, because the second chapter, we're trying to get to the church, because we think that the people there will help us.
Yeah, we were told that maybe the doctor was at the church.
Yeah. So we get to the church, and we finally get to meet the
Friar Tuck.
Friar Tuck, yes.
I don't remember his name, but
standard bald with the ring of hair around the outside. Friar.
When I first got into the church, I was like, "Oh, there's a ladder here. Let's climb up here." And then it was like, "Oh, we're yelling at the guy." I'm like, "No, I didn't investigate the church."
See, I did that too. I was like, "Oh, okay, there's a ladder. This cannot possibly be the way we need to go. This is like a little bonus area. We're gonna get some crafting materials, but no, this is the exact way we're supposed to go." And I'm like, "No!"
So then I was like, I fucked up." But then it's like, okay, I can climb the ladder back into the church, so it's okay.
Could you?
Yeah.
Damn it, I tried.
It wouldn't let you?
The icon wouldn't come up.
Oh, no.
It was like, we should go see the friar.
No, I went back down into the church at that point.
Damn it.
Yeah, so I can tell you about the church. I found like prayer beads, and we lit a candle for the parents because, like, there's all the candles burning. And Hugo's like, "What do the candles mean?" And they're like, "Oh, you can light a candle for someone you miss or whatever." So he's like, "May I light a candle, Amicia?" So he lit a candle and did that, and then we went over to the altar, and there's Jesus on the cross up there. And she's like, "Oh, I've done a bad thing, I hope I can get forgiveness or whatever."
10 Hail Marys.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of, I think there was a couple crafting materials in there, but nothing crazy.
Them crafting materials.
There was no tools, so yeah. That's the main one that I'm like, where are the tools at? But yeah, that was about it in there. It looked nice, there's just a nicely designed area. But yeah, then we have to get through the church to find Friar Tuck, whatever his name is.
Yeah, the brother, the monk, the father.
Yeah, basically.
She calls him father, but I don't know if he is.
I mean, whatever.
He's more like just some kind of, I don't know. Lots of crafting materials on the way to find him. Sure. So there's just tons and tons. And before you actually get to him, there's a crafting table and you find tools.
Yes. And there's only one thing I could upgrade there, so I upgraded
me too.
The one thing.
That's what I did as well.
But again, there's another collectible thing you find when you're going through here. We go through the courtyard and there's a flower, and then you can collect Hugo's herbarium and get all different flowers and shit. It's like another collectible thing to get in this game, because there's gifts, there's the herbarium, and there's a third category too.
I can't remember what that one's called.
Yeah, I can't either. So, yeah, lots of stuff to collect up.
Yeah, tons. And he puts little what were they?
That was a chrysanthemum, I think.
Yeah, and he puts one in your hair.
Yeah, that was a very touching moment.
It was a very touching moment.
I like that. I don't know if that flower's going to stay there the whole game or what.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just permanently modeled on you when he puts
I would
it in
think
there.
not, because so far everything seems to be like they take it into account,
Yeah, I didn't actually pay attention to see if it was by the end of that chapter.
I didn't either, but I'll check for the next chapter.
Because it got a little crazy after.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like the chapter where it's like, okay, this is getting horrific a little bit now.
A little?
Yeah.
A little horrific? I think it gets a lot horrific in this chapter.
Until this point, we hadn't really seen the rats at all.
Yes, we know the rats are coming, but we haven't seen them yet.
We only saw the rats on like the title screen, and they're swarming. And the only thing the title screen showed us was basically the rats are swarming, and they don't like the light. Because a little trolley drives by when you hit the start button, and the light comes through the window, and they scatter. So we get with the friar, and like the friar should have known better. Like, this guy's an idiot. He's like, "Here, I'm going to go get the person. You wait here."
Yeah, so he...
hold my torch. That'll save my life.
Yeah.
So he sets off down the stairs, and the rats come out. And he's like got a bum hip or something like that, so he can't move.
Well, I guess there's a whole ton of candles in this room, all lit up.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And so he feels
there's
like he's
ethereal wind blows through and blows them out.
Blows all the candles out.
Yeah. So then the rats come swarming out, and they literally eat this guy to death.
Just eat him fully.
So the rats are swarming, and we have the torch, so we can walk around. And when the torch light shines on the rats, they are scared and they run away.
Yeah, so the entire floor is covered in rats. The walls are covered in rats.
And man, there's a lot of rats.
There are a lot. Like a lot is an understatement.
Like thousands.
Like thousands of rats. Yeah.
And
there's only no rats around your little circle of influence.
So I'm like wandering around with a torch, and I'm like, let me go, like, look in the corner, maybe there's a treasure or whatever. And then I walked down where the guy died, and I was like, holy shit, he's, like, gone. Like, there's just, like, his, like, bloody skeleton left.
Yeah, because when you take the torch past him, the rats part over his body, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's just a juicy boy.
Yeah.
So basically, this part of the game is we have to get through and avoiding the rats.
Yeah. A lot of little puzzles involving that where you have to...
again, it's the third chapter in a row where it's like a totally different way of playing the game.
Yeah.
Like, first chapter is like all sneaking, using your little stealth abilities. You got to throw a pot to distract the baddies. Second chapter is basically just like puzzle solving and running.
And combat.
And combat. And then this chapter was just like environmental challenges to get through these rats. No sneaking. No running. It's just like, what can you do to get from point A to point B with a million rats in front of you and you don't have a torch?
Yeah.
Because there's different types of light. You can have your torch that burns forever, or you can find a stick that you can light on fire that burns for a little bit of time. So it's like, okay, how do I get across here? I can light the torch. Oh, there's a, like, I don't even know what there would be called. The little...
A brazier.
Brazier, yes. Where you can light that on fire, and then you're safe in that area.
Yeah, it puts out a lot of light, those braziers.
But then it'll be like, where do I go from here? I don't see a brazier. Oh, there's one hanging from the ceiling. I have to knock it down, then light it, and then I'm okay. And, while we're separated from Hugo, so Hugo's up in the rafters. He's like, oh, Amicia, let me push this down for you. And he'll push one down, and then you can go light that one and stuff like that. So it's like, they're not... I wouldn't say they're hard environmental puzzles.
No, they're not particularly difficult, but
it was interesting anyways.
It's a good change up.
And man, just the amount of rats on the screen with no slowdown or anything.
No slowdown.
I mean, that was obviously, I would say, the first thing they got going in this game was the rats. Like, we need to have 1,000 rats on the screen, and they need to just look disgusting.
Yeah.
And there can be no hindrance to the gameplay, like, performance.
Yeah, throughout the level there's all these like little holes in the ground that they come out of, and when you get close to them with your torch, they go scurrying back into the hole and stuff. But I found that if they don't have anywhere to go and you corner them in a corner, they just burn up.
Yeah, which is whatever. They had to do something.
Yeah, and the further you go down into the church, the more puzzles you solve. It gets like you start seeing these root formations coming, and then you get all the way down in the bowels of the church, and it's just like this diseased, disgusting, like alien dripping goo.
Yeah, and they're Amici and Hugo are talking about it, and they seem to think this was made by the rats.
Yeah, like the rat nest.
Yeah, it was gross.
Absolutely disgusting. Just bodies everywhere too.
And as we're walking down to the dungeon, we pass a few other dead monks, and they just have no legs that got bit off and stuff like that. It's just gross. The very end, though, when you're finally getting the way out and you're running through, you get to the tunnel and the rats just start pouring out, and it's like, holy shit, let's run! Let's get out of here.
Mad panic right there.
So, yeah, it was again, another short chapter, like, took 30 minutes at most to get through it. But, again, just the sort of environmental storytelling and, like, just very good.
Yeah.
Very good
I'm
game.
excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I think there's like 12 or 14 chapters in the game, so something too crazy, but I'm assuming the chapters are going to be similar length. It just seems like that's the way this game would be.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'm excited to see what the next chapter is all about, and if they're going to have a different play style, or,
what comes next?
Is it just going to go back to, like, a mix of the types we've learned, or... Who knows?
Yeah, could have something new. Could be a mix. The stuff that I've seen from other streamers playing it is it's a mix of the levels.
Okay, I'm okay with it.
Some sneaking, some ratting, some hiding, some fighting.
I mean, sneaking was the worst, I think, so far. Just because everyone is so stupid when you're sneaking.
100% stupid.
It's like you're in the grass. Oh well, I can't see him. Or like, oh, there's an eye level bush. I can't see anything. Even though if I look down, I could see under the bush and see you walking immediately there. So
yeah, the guards are all dumb. All the humans in the game are dumb.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. So yeah, I recommend. If you're not playing it, you should. It's on Game Pass. I mean, you probably got it free on Epic, or you probably got it free Amazon, probably. Who knows?
I don't think it was free on Amazon, but it was 100% free on Epic.
So
a little while ago.
If you got Game Pass, it's a no-brainer.
Just play along with us.
Play along. Catch up. It'll only take you an hour and a half to 2 hours to catch up to where we're at.
Yeah. Did you craft another thing at the end?
No, I didn't have a tool.
You didn't have a tool?
No, I must have missed the tool somewhere.
You missed the tool. Yeah, I was able to craft twice.
Oh, crazy. Where did you get the other tool?
I was near the bench.
I looked around and I couldn't find anything.
Oh, okay. Did you go up when that Hugo was upstairs and you were getting the way to him to get him back down? Did you go upstairs?
No.
That's where the tool was.
Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, all right. Well, hopefully that there's a bounty of things and it's not like you missed the tool. That's the end of the story for you.
I mean, there's only so many upgrades, so I would imagine there's...
Yeah, I think you'll just get it later than you would normally.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, what did you get? You can hold 2 more rocks? Like, who cares?
Well, I upgraded my crafting materials pouch because that was the only one I could upgrade so that I could have double the amount of crafting materials. Yeah. And then I upgraded the time it takes to aim in to like focus in.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be too... If you never do an upgrade, I think it'll probably be okay.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it'll just make it a little bit easier if you're doing the upgrades, but I don't think it's going to really, really affect the gameplay overall if you don't even upgrade a thing.
So, I'm not too worried.
Yeah, I guess the only time will tell.
Yeah.
Only time.
I mean, the game hasn't been hard yet, so...
Oh, definitely not.
Like, I don't expect it to be instantly ramping up at the end to be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, just a little bit of a hockey stick difficulty going on.
Yeah, exactly. I don't expect that, so...
No, I don't either. But I'm excited to see where it goes. It's been really fun so far, and the bite size of the chapters has been great.
Oh yeah,
because I stopped streaming.
You can quickly just run through it. No problem.
Yeah. I stopped streaming like on Friday. I'll stop my stream, play Plague Tale, and then if I feel up to it, I'll go back and stream some DJ stream.
There you go. Very good.
Yes.
Did you do that last night?
No, I didn't end up doing the DJ stream. I was just like,
okay,
tired.
Fair enough.
Tired. I didn't have any more caffeine in me, so I didn't do it.
Rookie mistake.
I guess I didn't want to caffeinate up again.
Fair enough.
Before bed, I wanted to get a nice long sleep.
Not me. I finished streaming and then I watched The Boys last night.
I mean, I also watched The Boys last night.
Oh yeah.
You were still streaming when I finished watching The Boys. Yeah,
so. I ended stream and then watched The Boys, and it was like 2 a.m. when it was like The Boys is over, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll close my eyes now.
Yeah, I came back downstairs, started charging my GoPro batteries, and I was like, oh, still alive.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay, let's we're gonna talk about some TV series.
Okay.
Now. We're gonna talk about ObiWan, we're gonna talk about Ms. Marvel, and we're gonna talk about The Boys. So. I have put in a time code marker here. I will put in a time code marker at the end. So if you have not watched these, you are free to skip them.
Yeah, it'll be spoiler time.
It is extreme spoiler
No beating around the bush. This is going to be spoilers for the whole Obi-Wan series.
Oh, yeah. We're going to
spoil... Up to episode 5.
Yes.
So
because episode 6 isn't out yet.
You've been warned.
But when it is out, next week.
You've been Obi-warned.
No.
Thank you.
All right, let's just get into it. Obi-Wan, Chapter 5. What a show.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was good.
What an episode.
It was good. We're on some planet. I don't know what it's called. Hoodoo? It's like a terrible planet that they're hiding out on, of course. There just happens to be an underground bunker that they're hiding in.
Yeah. It's reminiscent of some Rebel Alliance bunker in who knows where.
We're waiting to leave with everyone. We got Obi-Wan, we got Leia, and a bunch of other people. And also, what's his name was there? Kumail Nanjiani's his fake Jedi character. I can't think of his name.
I can't remember what his name is either.
He's there too. Why are they even waiting? Like, why were they...
I don't know.
I can't remember why they were waiting.
I think they were waiting for the shuttle to come in that had Obi-Wan on it, as well as...
Yeah, but when they got there, why didn't they just leave immediately?
I don't know.
I can't remember. There was some lame reason why they couldn't leave immediately.
I think it was just the amount of time in between the droid coming out and nuking the ship, because they were trying to leave. I think they were just getting ready to load up and go as soon as they showed up.
Yeah, but... I mean,
Jabeam, that's the place.
Jabeam.
Yes. I think it was just they were waiting for the other ship to show up so that they could load up and get out of there. I mean, there were a lot of people. It's going to take a time to load everyone up with all their equipment and stuff.
Yeah.
So I could see it taking a little bit of time.
Yeah, but I mean, they left in the little shuttle. They didn't take the big ship.
They took the big ship.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When they did finally leave. It was
yeah,
in the
right, because they landed the shuttle in the big ship. Okay,
Yeah,
anyways, they have to load up. Okay, that's going to take a while, I guess.
Yeah.
But while it's like getting ready to go, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't remember what the droid's name was, but Leia's little droid, Lola, comes out with her evil red eye.
And it's like, let's disable the what's it called?
The hatch.
Like the hatch, basically, to fly the ship out of it.
So she goes up into the vents and just nukes
Smart droid just knows what to do.
Yeah, nukes one of the fuses that opens the docking bay doors.
And then, while the doors are closed, uh-oh, bad guys show up.
Here's Vader.
Yeah. No, well, Vader wasn't there yet.
Not Vader yet, but his ship is there.
Yeah, so they send down, what's her name, Reva?
Reva, yeah.
And all the stormtroopers, they're going to go blast the door and get in. And they're like, well, you know, Obi-Wan's like, how long till you can fix the door, override the door? He's like, 4 hours.
At least, at minimum 4 hours.
And Obi-Wan's, you have 1 hour. He's just like, okay, I guess we'll get going. And, you know, everyone's kind of like, we're fucked. And Obi-Wan's like, no, we can do this. We can do it. Let's just do this, that, and the other thing. He took the leadership role up immediately.
Yep.
And set everyone to task. Even Leia was like, I can crawl in that small hole up there and look around. And they're like, where all the wires are? Sure.
You know what you're doing up there.
No problem. You can do it. Don't get electrocuted.
She's the only one who can get up there, though.
I mean, I saw some other kids.
Yeah, but they didn't volunteer.
Yeah, that's true. So they're setting up their little defenses. The stormtroopers are outside getting ready to blast the door. They got their, I don't even know, they got some missile launcher.
Oh, yeah, they got a heavy repeating blaster.
So they're waiting down there until Reva shows up, and she's like, well, you know, start shooting.
Yep. She shows up, and they start shooting.
Yeah. And so Obi-Wan is like, let me talk to her. Let's see if we can talk to her or whatever. And he goes to the door, and Reva comes to the door, and they're like talking to each other through the door. Very thick door that they can just talk to each other through.
I mean, they got force powers.
I know. And of course, it was like, Reva was a youngling that escaped.
Yep.
Which we kind of knew from the start. Because
yep,
otherwise, why did they show that scene? Like, they never show something in a movie unless it means something.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could have showed it just like, oh, you know, this is Anakin killing everybody. But they didn't even show Anakin at the start. It was just like stormtroopers coming through.
Yeah.
But we kind of hypothesized that she was a youngling. And then Obi-Wan figures out, like, oh, she doesn't even want to be Grand Inquisitor. She just wants to kill Vader. It's all a big trick.
It's all a big ruse.
I just was like, there's no way this plan can go bad. What a brilliant play on her part.
And by the whole series, this whole episode, we're getting flashbacks of Anakin and Obi-Wan training
that
together.
CGI was pretty bad. Like, the de-aging of Hayden Christensen and Obi-Wan, like, it was okay. But I could tell they de-aged them.
They tried to de-age them.
No, they did de-age them, but it looked okay until they turned their lightsaber on, and the glow of the lightsaber on their face looked so fake. They looked like plastic video game characters. It was so bad. And man, can they retcon the fucking ponytail? Like, can they get rid of the younglings' ponytails, please?
That's part of a Padawan's
Can they just get rid of that? They need to retcon that. Just digitally erase that shit from the games or the movies.
Everything would have to be everything, because that's a Padawan's ponytail.
Yeah, they can remove it. I'm cool.
It's part of the culture.
Part of the culture.
You can't erase culture.
I'm erasing it right now. I've done it.
Just block it out of your mind.
I can't. I just see it and I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, they're doing a sword fight, and it's basically like how Anakin is too aggressive and Obi-Wan takes a measured approach, and he'll always win because Vader's a wiener. But yeah, the CGI was just... And what were they going to do? Kill each other? Like, they were using real lightsaber there.
They were using real lightsabers, yes, but I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I guess so.
They know what they're doing.
I guess so. So And then, like, Obi-Wan's like, oh, we're gonna lose. We can't do it. He's lost all hope. And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna trick her. I'll bring Vader down here, then you guys can escape. Let me surrender.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is after they retreated. I forgot. They breach the door, they retreat, and what's her name? Dies? Man, Tala was in love with her robot. Her and that robot were fucking for sure.
Yeah, it was a very dramatic moment. She's like, she gets pinned with a lightsaber straight to the gut.
Yeah.
The robot's still out there fighting, and they're the only two left. Obi-Wan's at the door.
Yeah.
It's like, no!
Yeah, and she has like a grenade and blows them up. But also at the start of the episode...
Grenade. It's called a thermal detonator. Thank you.
Well, sorry, my apologies. When they come off the ship, Tala and whatever, she like looks around and runs to her little droid and like gives him a little caress and everything. And I was just like, what? She's a robosexual here? This is crazy. But yeah, she was fucking that droid for sure.
I'm sad she died. I had a feeling she would.
Well, of course. Everyone that's not Obi-Wan, Luke, and Leia in this scene, they're dead.
Doesn't matter. They're dead.
Because they're not in the movies. They're all dead.
Yeah.
They're all dead. So Obi-Wan's like, okay, I'll surrender. Then it's like, I'll trick Vader into coming down to me. He's too blinded by his desire to get me. Then you guys can escape. So Obi-Wan goes and surrenders. Reva's like, I got him. Let's go. And, he's like, we can take down Vader together. She's like, nah, I got this, Obi-Wan, you puss. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and so she locks him into the base because the stormtroopers have control of like the hallway that leads up to the launch pad. So she locks him in there, and then cut to Vader coming down. Yeah, and she's like, he's in there.
I got him for you, Lord Vader.
Yeah, and then cut to Obi-Wan just hacking up stormtroopers. We're like, oh,
yeah, he escaped somehow.
He escaped. I didn't maybe she did something with his binders.
No, I don't think so. I think, who knows he maybe used the Force. Like, it was a bad scene. Like, they could have shown him, like, getting some of his Force abilities back or something.
I mean, he has been getting them back.
I know,
but
there's
ever since the water planet.
Yeah. There's been a few times where it's like, I don't need to show how they did that. Just, he got out. It's cool.
Yeah.
He rubbed his metal handcuffs on a rock and they broke. It's fine.
Yeah, that was very poorly conveyed as to what the hell happened there.
Exactly. Yeah, so, they're escaping. They got the hatch open. Leia finally gets it open. They start to fly away, and then Vader comes in as the greatest Force user of all time. Is like, that ship that's flying? Nah, that's cool. I'm going to grab it out of the sky.
Oh, yeah, his dark side powers are pretty powerful. He just force holds the ship and brings it back down to the ground. I was like, holy crap.
I know.
He is very angry
and then he rips out the side of the ship and rips out. But, so, I don't know if it was badly conveyed in this scene or whatever.
Oh, it was.
Because I didn't see a second ship. So I don't even know what happened. Because
when at the start you can see the two ships. Okay. There's two. Like when the ship lands, you can see the other ship.
So the one ship was what? Just only had a pilot on it?
It might not have even had a pilot. Who knows?
I guess so.
It was a decoy for sure.
So it's flying away. Vader grabs it, pulls it down, and then when it flies away, like when he's pulled it down and he's gives up, I guess he's just like sort of relaxed a bit. They're like, psych, we got another ship. And the other ship flies away.
I mean, that probably took a little bit out of him holding that ship.
I guess so, but I don't know. It just was like another scene where it was just like, okay. Like why weren't they both flying up at the same time?
Yeah, I don't know. I
guess it's more for like...
yeah, probably more for the
like,
show.
It's not tactical. It's just like, holy shit, that looked cool.
Yeah, probably.
So...
I mean, watching the strain it put on Yoda just lifting the X-wing out of the bog on Dagobah.
Well, he's only 1/3 the size of Vader, so he has 1/3 the power.
I don't know. I don't think that works. He's his midichlorian.
Yeah, it's based on
his
height.
midichlorian count is off the chart.
No, I hope they retcon that too. But then Reva, like, she's so stupid. She attacks Vader, and rather than just going for the stealth maneuver, which probably wouldn't have worked either, she has to be like, "Hiya!" and like scream at him before she attacks.
Yeah.
And Vader's like, I knew all along. Come on, youngling, you think I didn't recognize you, you youngling? And then just toys with her. Like, I don't need to use my own lightsaber. I'll just dodge your attacks, take your lightsaber from you, It's a dual lightsaber, apparently. She's like Darth Maul.
Well, it's the same.
Split it into two, give her one back, and then fight her with her own lightsaber.
That's the Grand Inquisitor's one where it spins around.
No, she had that the whole time, didn't she?
I think she just had a half.
Oh,
I don't think she had the full one.
And then, so they fight. Darth Vader basically toys with her.
Oh, yeah, just full on force holding her arms back so that the lightsaber can't hit him.
But it was like a kung fu movie where the master's just like, I don't even need to use my arms. I'll just dodge the attacks by turning my shoulders. So it was pretty, it was cool, I guess. A little badass. But,
yeah, I like that.
So she gets, deaded almost.
Yeah.
And then the original Grand Inquisitor comes out and is just like, yo, I'm alive.
Yo, what's up, dog?
Yeah. They burnt Vader to a crisp and he was fine. So
yes.
Whatever.
Back to tank does wonders.
Exactly. And he's like, I'm the Grand Inquisitor. You're not. You're gutter trash. See you later, trash.
Yeah, he takes the Grand Inquisitor badge off of her.
Yeah, and they just leave her like critical error.
You're pretty much dead.
But, we forgot the comic relief, Kamal Nanjiani. He's like robbing the place as they're leaving, and Obi-Wan had given all his shit to him to hold.
Yeah.
Like lightsaber and the communicator.
Yeah.
That he had received a message from Bail Organa saying like, hey, if you don't show up soon, I'm going to Tatooine. He dropped that, so when Reva's laying on the ground, she sees this on the ground and is like, what is this? Crawls over, and there's only a parcel message about the boy on Tatooine.
Yeah.
So I wonder where she's going next.
Yes. Curious.
And then this episode ends out with like a slow zoom in on like Lil Luke chilling in his bed, having a snoozer, living his dry life on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Vader was badass.
Yeah, Hayden Christensen plays a really good Darth Vader.
I mean,
he walks like Darth Vader. He moves like Darth Vader from like the original series.
Okay.
Whereas in like one thing that angered me in 4.5 or 3.5
Rogue One
is that Vader had too much swagger.
I mean, whatever.
Way too much swagger.
I just thought Vader was stupid in Rogue One until the end when he destroyed all the people going into the Tantive 4, I think is what that ship was called. His one-liners and shit in Rogue One
is bad. That Vader was the worst part of that movie.
It was bad. I mean, there was other bad things in there, like the de-aged Grand Moff, or like the deep-faked Grand Moff Tarkin.
It wasn't even deep-faked. It was totally, fully CG animated.
No, they used the guy.
Well, they used the guy, but they animated the entire thing. They didn't deep-fake it.
Well, they put the guy's face on the actor. Yeah. There was a real actor. Same thing with Leia.
Yeah, but they didn't deep-fake.
Well, what do you mean by they didn't deep-fake?
They hand-animated the entire thing.
Oh, well, whatever. That was probably worse than what it could have been. They should have deep-faked.
They should have deep-faked, yeah. Because they, in Mandalorian...
Well, they didn't hand-animate it. They just...
Yeah,
they would have used
animated.
They would have used
it was
like,
something, but
the
it
dots on the face.
Yeah, it wasn't deep fake technology, which is why it didn't look as good. But in Boba Fett, where they had Luke, that was deep faked, so it looked way better.
Okay, it looked bad anyways. But yeah, like, again, Hayden Christensen could have had anyone in that outfit.
Yeah, they could have.
Like, it's not even his, like, it's like, literally, like, they used James Earl Jones' voice.
Oh, yeah. You gotta have the original voice.
Like, they didn't need Hayden Christensen in the outfit. And I'm like, when they're fighting, it's not Hayden Christensen fighting as Darth Vader.
No. But it is him as Darth Vader doing the walking around, I think.
Yeah, they could have just had his stunt double doing it. The only part they needed him with was when he's, like, de-aging his face. But even then, it's like, anyways, whatever.
He is credited as Darth Vader in all 6 episodes, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, yes, he's Darth Vader. When he's walking around, he's Darth Vader, but he's not fighting as Darth Vader. His stunt double is. I mean, even in, like, well, all of them are like that.
Well, yeah.
All the stunt doubles.
But why put him in the suit, then?
I don't know. I don't know. Why put him in the suit? I agree. Why put him in the suit? I mean, he is playing Darth Vader even when he's Anakin, so, like, who knows? Anyways.
Maybe he's playing Anakin.
Yeah, he's playing Anakin.
He's credited as Darth Vader. I don't think he's credited as Anakin.
Okay, then. So he could have been just...
Oh, he is credited as Anakin.
Well, he's playing 2 characters, so I would hope so.
Yeah.
Anyways. I don't think Hayden Christensen's body acting is that good that it had to be Hayden Christensen in the Darth Vader costume.
Yep. Maybe. Could be. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find out at some point when we see a little bit more behind the scenes stuff.
What, that he was good or bad at it?
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's good or bad at it. He's fine at it. I'm just saying they didn't need to have him in there. It could have been anyone.
Yeah, it could have been anyone.
Yeah.
It definitely could have been anyone.
So, and it's just like the director will be like, okay, walk slower. Okay, maybe faster this time. Okay, turn like you have a neck this time.
Stop being so...
Yeah, stop being so Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was badass when he ripped apart the ship.
It's
kind of just surprising. Like, you'd think he'd just be like, again, like, no. This time he's like, nah, we'll destroy the ship, bring it back down to Earth.
Yeah. He's at his height of his power.
Yeah. Yeah, so. Yeah, could be interesting. Does he know he has kids?
No.
Yeah.
No.
How does he not know? It's too dumb.
He is too dumb. Well, they hid the pregnancy, I think.
Did they? I don't know. I never seen I didn't see episode. Wait, I did see episode 3?
I mean, you must have if you called it bad.
I didn't see episode 2. Well, I didn't need to see it to know it's bad.
I think you do. I think you need to see something to know it's bad.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think you can just go off by what the internet says.
I'm not going by off the internet. I form my own opinion. Believe me. I watched the trailer. And I watched episode 1. I knew that episode 2 and 3 were going to be bad.
Yeah.
It was easy to tell. I don't need to watch VeggieTales to know that I don't want to watch VeggieTales.
Have you seen VeggieTales?
No, but I know I don't.
Well, then how do you know?
I just know.
You haven't seen it.
I just know.
You haven't seen it.
Believe me, it's like
you
religion.
Need first-hand experience.
It's like religion. I just know.
You just know.
I just know. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it. It's my religion.
You got it.
Okay, perfect. And if you disagree with me, you're a bigot.
Okay. Let's go ahead and talk about something a little more on the lighter, fluffy side before we get into penises.
Okay. Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Man, like, Miss Marvel's better than Obi-Wan. I gotta say. I like Miss Marvel a lot. It's good.
It's pretty good.
I think it's probably also because, like, watching Obi-Wan and stuff, it's like, okay, you know Vader's gonna live, you know Obi-Wan's gonna live.
Yeah, you already know the outcome.
You know the outcome. They have to make it fit. I don't know anything about anything in Miss Marvel.
No, me neither.
So it's like, what could happen next? And everything in Miss Marvel, it's like, it's just like no consequences, really.
Yeah, it's just light, fluffy.
It's fun. It's funny. The acting's funny. The sort of things happening. Like, if I saw some of the stuff happening in Miss Marvel in another show, I'd be like, okay, like, really? Like, this is how we're doing it? But in Miss Marvel, it's like, oh, these guys are just whatever.
Yeah, it's a teen romance
but
comedy.
But it's not even like, if
superheroes.
you watch an actual, like, these teen shows, they're not good either. Like, if you watch Riverdale or any of these, it's just like, oh my God. I mean, I watched Riverdale. But it's just like, oh, really? This is how they're writing this? Like,
yeah, because they're writing it dark and gritty.
Yeah, I know, but I can't think of a good example. But maybe like Sabrina. It's dark, but it's also like sort of light at the same time.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh God, this is not this is not it here.
Teenage drama.
Yeah,
we're teenage light, fluffy superhero romance.
Yeah,
here.
So. What's the overall thing in this episode?
This episode is Kamar. What's his name? I can't remember what his name is, but the dude who shows up, the senior,
the Dreamboat,
the Dreamboat senior in the school.
Yeah, but like they want to. What do they want to do? They're going to They want to get what's her name, her friend, to be elected to the mosque board, I guess.
Yeah, because
it's all uncles that run it, old guys, and they need some fresh, new, young faces in there because, like, the men's side of the mosque is all nice and neat, but they're in the ladies' side, it's falling apart and dank and dingy, and they're like, well, you know, if we had a woman on the board, maybe something would happen over here. Yeah. So they're like, you should run. She's like, okay, I'll run. And they're having what's it called? Eid? I don't even remember what it's called.
I can't remember. Some kind of
it's a Pakistani holiday or something like that. I'm not sure what it's called, but they're going to be using this as the like time to like get the votes.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to go and work together.
The guy's name, the Dreamboat's name is Kamran.
Kamran, right?
Kamran.
So we're kind of jumping around a little bit here. He gets introduced at school when the girl that was saved by Miss Marvel in the first episode, she's like riding high on her like newfound fame by being saved by a superhero.
Oh yeah, the first episode she walks through school and everyone's just ignoring her, or, like picking on her, and she's like very shy and timid.
Yeah.
Second episode, she starts walking through school. At the beginning of the episode, she's just like just the king.
Well, I mean, she's not the king or queen because they know anything. It's just her.
Yeah, her attitude has
changed. She's like got the confidence now. You know.
Yeah.
But the girl that she saved has like got 100,000 TikTok followers. She's like TikTok famous now, and everybody's swarming her. And she's having a party, and this Cameron guy walks by, and she's like, "Oh, you're the new guy. You should come to the party." And this is right before like, Kamala is just like, "No, we're not going to that party. Forget that party." And then she sees this new guy and was like, "Oh, maybe we should go to the party." So it's like the love triangle, sort of, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's like, you know,
Bruno, Kamala.
Yeah.
Cameron.
And Bruno is just like, he sees her sort of with eyes for him, and he's kind of like sad about it, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, typical like high school, like, oh, I liked her, but I never said it and I missed my chance, you know? But so they're like gonna go to the festival, get some votes, and
they go to the party.
Oh, the party, yes.
The party first.
And again, their perfect utopia world, they hear a siren and everyone's like, the cops! We gotta get out of here! So Cameron has his car. He's like, come on, let's go. So they all get in the car, and then Kamala and Cameron are like flirting, like, oh, you like Bollywood movies? And, you know? Yeah. And Bruno's just like, she crashed her car, you know. You should let her drive your car.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I could take you driving lessons.
Yeah. And, you know, whatever.
He's like and Bruno's trying to interject with like, oh, yeah, I like all this stuff too.
Yeah. And then she gets his phone number and they're like texting each other. And it's all just very like teenaged, like, oh, I got a text from him. Oh, my God.
And when she gets back, like he does this. To introduce him at the party, he's like on top of the shed. It's like, he's got his shirt off. He does this like flip into the water.
Very
like,
sexy flip. And then he
gets out of the pool all Baywatch, comes up to her, and he's like standing on my shirt.
Yeah. Sup.
Gets the number, comes back, does the driving thing to get out of there from the cops or whatever, and then she gets home, and then it's just like, oh God, what's the song they play?
Oh, it was a 60s song that she did like a singing number to.
Yeah, it was very 80s.
I can't remember what the song was, but
it was good.
It was very hilarious.
Yeah,
she was like, really selling it for sure.
Oh yeah, like the whole filter goes all rosy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm in love," doing like the dancing with the pillows and stuff like that.
Exactly, it was very good.
It was hilarious.
Yeah. It was just like the directing in these shows is crazy.
Yes.
It's like all the cinematography and everything, all the special effects, everything is just like spot on basically.
Yeah. Yeah, at the festival thing.
One of the funniest scenes in the show this episode, I think, was when Nakia's like, I'm going to get your dad's votes.
Yeah.
And she's like talking to him.
Yusuf,
and she's talking to him and just like, you know, I'm hoping to get your vote for, you know, count the board. And he's like, well, you know, my best friend, he's running too, you know. She's like, oh, well, you know, I'm your daughter's best friend. I'm pretty much like another daughter to you. And you know how like women are trying to get empowered and everything? You wouldn't take this away from these two young women, would you? And his face is just like, oh my God.
Yeah, the guilt trip was unbelievable.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was so good.
But they showed all the different cliques in the group. They had the Illuminantes, and there was like the halal bros or something like that. And then there was the converts, which was all like the white people. So they all had their little groups. They had to go like, you know. Oh, the other part that was hilarious too, which would have been in any other show, I would have been like, this fucking show, man, is when after they do the driving lesson, Cameron and Kamala are at the restaurant, and she's like, oh my God, it's my brother, and they're like trying to hide, and they come in, and he's like, Kamala, how are you? What's going on here? And he's like, who's your friend? And she's like,
This is our cousin.
This is our cousin. You don't remember him? And he's like, oh, you're our cousin. He's like, I'm what did he say?
I can't remember who's.
I'm Chowdhury's son or something like that. And he's like, oh, Uncle Chowdhury, isn't he British? And he's like, oh, I was just trying my American accent. He starts talking with a British accent. And he's like, oh yeah, I remember you.
He is. Cameron is British, but he's not talking with an accent that would befit him.
Yeah.
So he starts talking in an accent.
Yeah, and then so her brother's like, oh yeah, I remember you. You were looking at bad things on your phone. We called you like non-halal. I can't even remember.
Kamran.
Yeah, I can't even remember. There was some name, and then like her brother's fiance is just like, cousin, okay. Like she knows what's up.
Yeah.
But then they leave, and I was laughing at that point. But like in any other show, I'd be like, man, her brother's so fucking stupid. But yeah, that's a little thing we missed to talk about.
And we also missed talking about Kamala learning how to use her powers. There was the whole rooftop scene where she was
where she was training.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, she was learning how to use them, but she still doesn't really know how to use them.
No, and so she's like making these little like crystalline platforms that
she can run around on.
Run around on.
The CGI in that scene when she was like really getting the hang of it wasn't too good. It just looked like it was computer animated when she was jumping and sliding on the light crystals and everything. I mean, obviously it was computer animated, but it didn't look that good.
Yeah, that was farmed out to the B team.
Yeah. There was some funny scenes in there where she's practicing and she falls and Bruno grabs her and it looks like she's going to plummet to her death. She's like, you got to let me go. And she just drops a foot to the ground. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
And in between there, after the party and in between training, she calls her grandma because her grandma was the one who sent the bangles over and she was trying to talk about her great grandma Najma.
Yeah, like where she went and why. Because there's a whole story at dinner about how she, during the, what did they call it? During the
separation?
No, it was something else. The partition.
The partition, yeah.
Of like that whole area by the British, how like bad things happened and like her grandma disappeared and her mom, she's, we don't want to talk about her. Forget about her. She's like a bad person.
Yeah.
And she wanted to learn about her great grandma or her grandma. Great grandma?
Great grandma.
Great grandma.
Yeah.
No, grandma.
Yeah, because she called her grandma.
She called her great grandma.
No.
Because it's her mom's mom, which is her grandma that disappeared, and it's her great grandma she called.
No, I thought it was just her grandma.
Well, I don't think so. How does her mom? What's her mom's
I guess
mom?
So.
So she called. I mean, they call her something else that I don't know. I can't remember what it is, but anyways, her great grandma is just like, oh, we don't talk about her. She's a bad person. Not really any information. It's like the mango seller's here. I gotta go.
The mango seller.
I gotta go. I gotta get some mangoes.
Yeah.
And then at the festival, she's asking like the Illuminantes about like, what do you know about my grandma? And they're like, oh, she's I heard she had an affair. Oh, I heard she murdered someone. It's just like escalation, one-upping each other. So like none of that shit's true, obviously. But then at the end of this festival, a kid climbs to the top of the tower and he's like taking selfies and stuff. And of course he falls out the window and there's nobody to help him. So Nightlight has got to come out.
Yep, and save him. So she's like not very confident yet. So she's like slowly walking on the roof, climbing over there like, what's your favorite food? It's like ice cream pizza. It's like, how do you eat that on a plate or on a bowl? Like, oh, that's actually kind of disgusting. So she manages to like get up there and grab him. And she's like a little too cocky at this point where she's like, I got him. And then she tries to get him off the thing, but she has like a weird flashback. Yeah, every time.
Like, I don't even know if it's a flashback.
The bracer that she's wearing is putting like visions into her head.
So this looks like it's her great grandma.
Yeah.
Or grandma. Sorry, not great grandma.
Najma.
And
I think it's Najma.
Isn't that her mom?
I don't think so.
Anyways, so she kind of loses her focus.
Muniba.
Okay, she loses focus and the kid starts to fall. So she like is trying to frantically save him by like putting crystal platforms, and he falls and smashes into him, and she tries to use her rubber arm to grab him or whatever, and that doesn't work. And he does survive. He just lands heavily at the bottom, and she's kind of like, you know, shaken up about it a bit. Oh, there's a whole thing too we missed where like I don't know what group is trying to catch superheroes here, but they take the TikTok girl and they're like buttering her up to get information about what she saw.
Yeah.
And they kind of are looking to catch Miss Marvel.
Yeah, and they're kind of working not with the CIA, kind of with the CIA.
It's some sort of group. Who knows what they are?
So I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's got to be an agency like S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah,
but
something like
S.H.I.E.L.D.
that. But so her powers, you know, people are live tweeting and TikToking it. So they show up with their drones trying to catch her. And there's a whole squad of them trying to catch her. And she's like, did some cool maneuvers where she's climbing up her light crystals and like she lands on the drone and stuff like that, but she takes a bump and rolls off, and like Cameron's car like pulls up and he's like, get in. So she hops in and she's like, holy shit, Cameron knows who I am, basically.
Yeah.
She takes off her mask, and then it's like from the backseat, it's like, I've been waiting to meet you, and in the backseat it's
Najma.
Yeah, her grandmother.
Yeah.
And who does not look at grandmotherly age.
No, just unaged.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, this is my son, Cameron. So that's like her brother, basically. That she was like Princess Leia on, I guess.
I guess that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah, so that's how this episode ends.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's it. Damn it.
I know.
I'm
Gotta wait a week
to see the next episode.
Yeah, see what's up.
To see what's happening.
So I don't know, like we still don't know the baddies besides like the group of like agency fellows, whatever they are.
Whoever they are.
Yeah, we don't know what the like baddie is going to be here. I kind of have a feeling that maybe Bruno is going to be the bad guy. Because he's kind of going to be jealous about Cameron all the time, so he's going to do something to... Because he's like the technology boy. He fucking created Alexa for like the family. So I think he's got... I think he might not be like a bad guy, but like try to get rid of Cameron.
It could be.
Maybe? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I never thought about it like that. I figured it'd just be some sort of weird love triangle, and
he's all of a sudden an incel now, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would be love triangle, and then she would end up with Cameron anyway.
Not anymore. I would hope not.
I don't know.
Maybe it's a lie. Maybe they're not related, but
Bruno end up with Bruno.
Oh, that's Cameron. What you meant?
Yeah,
okay.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Who knows? I just like, why is he like? They showed him like a mad technology boy at the start. For what reason? Just
I don't know. Because he's a nerdy boy.
Yeah, it was a little too much for that
creator.
for me. They They don't show that kind of thing on the non-main character just for no reason. Like all that stuff involving with his technology at the start could have been nothing. Like they didn't need any of that.
No, they're just character development.
Yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. We'll see anyways. But yeah, I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, next Wednesday or something?
Yeah, it comes out the same day as ObiWan, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's weird.
That is weird.
I mean, I guess they're thinking maybe people that are on Disney Plus are either there for Star Wars or Marvel.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's on the same day.
Yeah, they're going to watch them. Doesn't matter.
But, yeah. Anyways, it is good.
It is very good.
I guess once Obi-Wan is done, it's just going to slide right into Andor, maybe? Fairly closely?
I don't know.
And then Miss Marvel, it'll slide straight into She-Hulk? That's cool with me. The Wiener
August
Boys...
31st.
Okay, pretty close.
Episode of Andor.
The Wiener Boys are going to be really upset when we go from one female superhero to another female superhero. Oh,
they're going to be super angry. August 17th for She-Hulk.
Perfect. I'm ready for She-Hulk. Should be good.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. How about the boys?
More superhero stuff?
We're going to talk about superhero stuff all day long.
Okay, perfect. I love the boys. It's so good. So the one thing I will say overall with the boys, I think they're doing like a lot of face smoothing on the female characters in this show.
You think so?
Yeah. Because like when I was watching...
You sure it's not just makeup?
No. You can still see a texture when they're wearing makeup, unless they're wearing like a a centimeter of foundation.
Oh, you mean with like Starlight?
Starlight, and at the
Starlight is very smooth at all times.
Yes, and the first episode when they had the Rise of the Seven movie, and what's her name, Stormfront, was played by Charlize Theron. Her face was very smooth, very smooth. So when that one was like, I'm like, okay, they're in the fake movie. Okay, that makes sense. Like they're doing it. Yeah. But like you look at Maeve's face, you look at Starlight's face, they're very smooth, like unnaturally smooth. So I think that, and like as I was watching like Miss Marvel and them, they have a close up and you can see like the texture of their face.
Pores.
Well, they're wearing makeup, but you can still see the skin is uneven.
Skin.
When you're looking at the boys, like you will see this scene will cut from like Butcher's gnarled face to Maeve's smooth ass face.
Oh, in episode 4, I don't think Maeve's face is very smooth in that one.
Well, I noticed it less in this one, so maybe it was just, I don't know, but in the previous episodes, I was like, man, they have like not a speck of anything on their face. And it's very, very apparent when they show like a close up of like Mother's Milk and then like Starlight or something like that. And it's holy shit.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Starlight is very smooth.
Yeah, I think she might have had maybe some surgery too. Like I think her nose looks different.
She looks different from like the previous seasons.
She's definitely skinnier.
Oh, way skinnier.
She's definitely skinnier. But anyways, whatever. That's fine. If she wanted to do that, that's up to her. But
yeah,
I think they're doing a lot of CGI smoothing on the female characters in this show.
Could be.
Yeah, like some of this, like we're not going to talk about every episode. It's just going to be generalization. Like we're 4 episodes in now. We can't talk about 4 episodes of what happened.
No, let's just talk about how we feel about all the penises.
I'm fine with it. The one part though was when like Homelander was making Stormfront jack him off when she's in the bed.
Oh yeah, she's like on her.
She's like all fucked up, and she's got one hand, and he's like getting her to jack her off or him off. I was like, oh my god, this guy. I mean, I know why they did it because he's a piece of shit.
Yes,
but it's like, holy crap. That's low even for Homelander, man.
I don't think it is. I think it's pretty standard for Homelander.
Yeah, I guess so, but
he's such a piece of shit.
He's just such a narcissist, like everything's about him.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, when she's talking about the Aryan race, and he's just like, no, it's not about that.
And then he can't get off.
Yeah. I mean, if you replaced, like, Aryan race with, like, supers to him, then he'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
Of course. But he's just like, no, it's not about that Nazi stuff. But, like, I mean, not everyone. I guess most characters in this show are like have not very many redeemable qualities. Like pretty much every character.
Yeah.
Like Homelander's a piece of trash. Maeve, I mean, she's done some bad shit. A-Train, total sack of shit all the time.
Oh yeah.
Huey, I mean, whatever. Was very innocent in the earlier seasons. Now he's getting like too jaded on everything.
He's just becoming one of the boys.
Mother's Milk, he's just like, I guess
he's trying to be a good person.
He's trying to be good for his daughter and everything like that, but he's obviously got mental problems.
Yeah.
Frenchie, he'll kill anybody, but he pretends he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Kamiko, I mean, what do we even know? Like, she can't talk. She does her fake sign language. She kills because she can, I guess. She doesn't like it. Yeah, that's the difference between Frenchie and Kamiko. Kamiko can do it and doesn't like to do it. Frenchie is empowered. He says he doesn't like to do it, but he kind of does like to do it, you know?
Yeah, a little deep down, he's like, yeah.
And then Butcher's just like, it doesn't matter what I do.
No, Butcher's just
as long
like,
as as long as I do what I gotta do,
as long as I kill Homelander, I don't care.
Yeah. And you'd think like, well, they show now, like, I don't think they ever showed in the earlier seasons why Mother's Milk was really cared about superheroes.
No, they didn't at all, I don't think.
Until this season when they're like, oh yeah, Soldier Boy killed my family. It's like, yeah, fuck, you should have said that earlier, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Probably could have said that earlier.
But, yeah, it's, I mean, and then Homelander, you know, what's Supersonic? He just kills Supersonic because A-Train sold them out. It's like, what a guy. What a guy. They have a plan. They're going to work together to take out Homelander, and like A-Train, he has no powers left, so he has to like,
well, he has powers, but if he uses them, he could die.
He could die.
He could die.
Yeah, he's a sack anyway.
A couple scenes that stood out to me. Episode 1. with Huey just on top of the world, just strutting his stuff with Victoria in the superhero watching agency, whatever it is. Yeah, I thought that was awesome. Yeah, that was a good scene. The scene where he finds out that Victoria is the head popper, that was also a crazy scene.
Yeah.
Another one was...
That was pretty bloody.
Yes, very bloody. The one
and it's not even head popper. It's just, I can make what I look at pop.
Yeah, she can just pop anything. Yeah. The scene where Butcher takes the temporary V for the first time and just destroys gunpowder.
Oh my god, that was a lot of blood too.
Nukes them.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah. I was like, oh my god.
That whole thing with gunpowder, like when he's in the bathroom and everything, trying to be like, you were molested by Soldier Boy and stuff like that. He's like, I'm not true. I didn't do it, whatever. And then when he's getting like he's trying to kill him in the garage. It was a cool scene.
Yeah, that was all crazy.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. And then the scene where I really like the scene where Homelander is in the apartment in Starlight and Huey's apartment.
Yeah.
And they're talking about the whole fake thing, the fake romance for the screen, and Huey actually steps up.
Yeah, and Homelander's just like,
he's like, what? Huey just steps up to him.
Yeah.
just
and
to
Homelander
challenge
kind
him.
of just is like,
Homelander's kind of like, what, you challenging me?
Yeah,
that was a good scene. And then I was like, that was pretty nerve wracking too. I'm like, what's he gonna do?
Yeah.
And then Starlight has to step in and be like, hey, I'll go public.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, like, why does he even care? I guess he's just so messed up in the head.
Yeah.
That's whatever, but
he's always seeking approval from everyone around him, but then he also just doesn't care about anyone around him, but he wants everyone to like him.
Yeah, he's a super narcissist. But,
yeah, 100%.
When he took out Gus, I guess his name's not Gus in this show.
No.
What's his name? I can't even remember. The boss man.
Yeah.
Gus Fring. And he's just like, you're sitting here talking to me, and it's like you're eating a salad or whatever he says. Like his heart rate's not elevated or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, you screwed yourself here, buddy. Like, I'm fine. You're the one that screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is. Just remember him from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is his real name. Yeah, there's been a lot of good scenes. Yeah, when he killed, like that scene where there's the jumper on the roof and he finds out Storm Chaser killed herself. Yeah. Stormfront or whatever the fuck her name was. And he's supposed to save this girl. It's his birthday celebration. He has to save someone for the media. And he's like, nah, just jump. You may as well just jump. No one cares about you. Just jump. And then she does jump. It's like, holy shit.
No, I don't think, no, she doesn't want to jump. She's like, no, I don't think I will. And then Homelander's like, no, you're going to jump.
Yeah. Well, he makes her jump. She was going to jump, and then she decided not to.
Yeah.
The flashback. Sorry, go ahead.
She's like, yeah, I don't think I want to anymore. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
You want to.
The flashback when the Soldier Boy gets kidnapped by the Russians. The de-aging of the FBI or whatever woman, or using her face on the other character.
Oh, the general?
Yeah. It was okay looking, I thought, but it could have been better. But it showed like why Black Noir never takes his mask off.
Yeah.
His face is gone, basically.
Essentially.
The other, like, I don't know, what were those stupid heroes called in the 80s? I don't even remember. When there was like the Wasp guy or Dragonfly, and there's Soldier Boy, Gunpowder, the twins.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. Those characters were like, Crimson Countess.
Just a bunch of wieners.
Yeah, the Crimson Countess.
The heroes have been wieners throughout the entire thing.
What a shocker.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Episode 5, we're not going to talk about it because Mikey T didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It's very shocking. It's shock value. I was talking to one of my friends from high school, and he said, yeah, the Boys comic is why I don't read comics anymore. Because it's just the same, just brutal shock value the entire time.
I mean, it's a Garth Ennis comic book.
Yeah.
Like, it's the way it's been for all of his comics, basically.
He's like, yep, that I just don't read comics anymore. But
Because of The Boys?
yeah, it's because of the
Well,
boys.
just stop reading The Boys, man.
I guess so.
I mean, not all comic books aren't like The Boys. That's like a very outlier comic book.
It's very
Like
outlier.
nothing's like that. The Boys, really. I have some issues of The Boys, not all of them, and you can tell that Huey was based off of what's his name? Huey's dad. Like, what's his name? Simon. Is his name Simon?
Simon Pegg, yeah.
Simon Pegg. Yeah. Huey was based off of Simon Pegg in the comic books. It looks exactly like him. But by the time the show's made, he's too old to play Huey.
Yeah.
So he played Huey's dad. But it's like identical.
Oh,
Identical.
crazy.
Yeah, so.
There you go.
It's a little different. The comic book is like more grotesque. Like there's a part where they go to Huey's house after he's had spent the night with Starlight. And he just like they had sex, he goes to bed, whatever, wakes up in the morning.
Yeah.
And they go to his apartment and they're like, "Oh, I had a good night last night. Did you, Huey?" And he's like, Yeah, it was a good night. And they're like, I think this is before they knew about them being together or whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, his face was covered in blood because he ate her out when she had her period.
What?
So that's how they knew that they were like sleeping together, is his face was all fucking grossed up in the morning. I was just like, this comic book, man. Yeah, it was fucked up.
No one needs that.
I mean, that's the whole point of the comic book, was to be just like ridiculous, over the top.
Yeah.
And the show can't do that. I mean, it's pretty over the top, but the comic book is just like 10 times 10 times it, man.
Yeah.
I will say in episode 5 is a little, this show is produced by Seth Rogen. He has an appearance in episode 5.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, so you won't miss him. You can't miss him.
You can't miss him.
No, you can't miss him.
Oh, there you go.
And you'll be like, wow, okay. Interesting. So
I like that they actually have Homelander without his suit on. You see how not muscular he is at all.
They did? Oh, when he's like wearing his ass is out?
Yeah. He's not muscular at all. Like the suit adds all the muscle definition to him.
I mean, he doesn't need to be muscular. He's super strong.
He's super strong without having any muscle definition.
Yeah, I forgot about him being nude after his like breakdown about how I'm better than everybody.
Yeah.
And then apparently that tracked really well.
Yeah, apparently.
Everyone liked that.
Everybody liked that.
He's basically Trump.
Yes.
Trump in superhero form.
I guess so. You know what everybody likes?
What?
Patreon.com/StreamVoid podcast.
They do?
Or StreamVoid pod. Yes, you can get in there and support the podcast with some monetary donations. Just throw money at the screen. You get access. You get bonus content. You're not paying for nothing. You get bonus content. There's at least an hour of bonus content on every episode that people who listen to this on the podcatcher don't catch.
Wow.
And there's at least half an hour of bonus content that nobody gets to listen to. It's all there. You can pay as little as $1 a month and get access to all of that. Plus the podcast early.
ASMR McDonald's eating by me every time.
Every time. It's all ASMR McDonald's eating.
God, today's McDonald's was bad.
Yeah?
That might have been the last straw. That was really bad.
It's the last chicken in the shop look.
It looked, you saw it, dude.
Yeah, it was gross.
It looked nasty.
I don't even know how you put that in your body.
It was vaguely warm, too.
Vaguely warm.
It was like
I took hint of warmth.
It was like I took it out of the fridge and just held it in my armpit for a while.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's basically what it was like. So,
okay.
If you want to hear that, sign up on the Patreon.
Yeah, you can hear about how greasy his napkin was when he pulled it out.
Oh my God. How can it be so greasy yet so cold? It's crazy.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. You've got written here
Twitch feedback.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the news. And we're going to talk about some other things involving streaming and the streaming world and video games and stuff like that. And you have Twitch feedback.
So, Mikey T, you have not seen the Twitch feedback yet.
I've not seen the Twitch feedback.
So, I was watching another British Columbia streamer that I don't watch very often, but I followed her because I knew she was in the same province as us, named A Doorbell.
Oh, yes, A Doorbell.
Yes. And she was doing some cooking or something, and I just was like, let me see what's going on over here. And underneath her video, there was a thing that said, submit streamer feedback. And
was like, who making the soba udon noodles?
I don't know. I didn't watch that long. I just tuned in for a second and see. And I was like, what's this all about? So I click on it, and you can send them anonymous feedback about their stream. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Huh.
So let me see what these options are. They're all positive. It'll be like very attentive, entertaining, engaging, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can choose one and just send the feedback. I don't know how you get the feedback. Like, does it pop up in the chat, or I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've only seen it on that stream ever. And she did say something about it. I wasn't paying that much attention. I sent it, and then a while later she said something about getting feedback or something like that. I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know. But apparently they're rolling this out somehow that I don't think anyone really knew about it or anything like that. And I've seen it on the one channel. I've not seen it anywhere else.
Huh, interesting.
So, yeah, it was just
I'll have to be looking out for that when
you
when
couldn't
I'm
miss
watching.
it. It's like immediately to the left of like the bell and the follow button and everything. It just said send streamer some feedback.
I'm pretty sure I was watching that stream and I don't think I noticed it.
Well, she's done a few cooking ones recently. I think she was making, I don't know what she was making. I don't think it was noodles though. It was just like, where did this come from?
Huh, interesting.
The other thing, I got a message on Twitch the other day. It was like they're doubling the rate of advertising money you get for running ads.
Yes, they are.
If you run a 3-minute ad block. And I was like, whoa, I could get
50 cents.
A whole half a cent instead of a quarter of a cent. Incredible. So they're really trying to get you to manually run ads on Twitch.
I set it up for automatic.
I think I had it set for automatic, but then people would be like, oh my God, they're playing an ad right now. And I was like, man, it seems to be doing it quite a bit. So I turned them off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I want to get it to be, I'll choose a spot or something where I think it's a good spot or something. I don't know.
I don't ever hear anything in my streams about people seeing ads, so.
No. Everyone's a sub, that's why.
I guess so.
Yeah. I'll just be like, oh my God, there's ads. I had pre-roll and now I'm getting an ad. It's like, oh, it sucks, dude. So I'm going to look into it some more, but
yeah,
ads are not making any money for me on
Small
Twitch.
time boys like us.
Yeah. It's like I made a penny on that.
That's amazing.
Cool, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, pennies add up.
Yeah, over the course of 10,000 years.
I guess so.
So, whatever. Anyways, those are the Twitch things that I've seen recently that I wanted to comment on.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase.
Oh, baby.
Tell me all about it.
You watched this, right?
I watched you watch it.
Oh.
And so
the whole thing. You watched the whole stream?
No.
Oh,
I watched from the last 2 seconds of Microsoft Flight Simulator into Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back downstairs for Forza Horizon 5.
Okay.
Arc 2, Scorn.
Alrighty.
And then that's it until Sea of Thieves.
A scintillating list reading you've done for us.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was just telling you when I watched.
Yeah.
So it was.
So you've seen a third of it. Maybe.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Maybe a third. We'll do a quick run through of just what we saw and what's. I mean, most of them I saw them all. So
yeah,
whatever. Redfall
still looks good.
It looks good. It looked like Back 4 Blood or Left 4 Dead, but they're saying no, it's not. It's not like that.
It's not like that.
Stop saying it. It's not like that.
Stop saying it. It's 4 people co-op against vampires.
Yeah,
so there's no zombies.
Open world horror game, and it's not level based.
Yeah.
So stop saying it is. But I mean, they're not doing a very good job of making you think it's not.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it's Back 4 Blood or Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, but with vampires.
Well, as the trailer started going, I was like, oh, okay. And then it was like, oh, Redfall. They only showed the CGI for this before. Now we get to see some gameplay. I was like, okay. Coming to Game Pass. I'll play this.
Yes.
Should be good. Hollow Knight Silk Song, sequel to Hollow Knight. They've been wanting this to come out for a while. I've never played Hollow Knight.
Very popular game. Looks awesome. It's a Metroidvania, so I don't know why I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I agree. Why haven't you played it?
I don't know.
Okay. It looked hard as hell. It reminded me of when I played Ori and the Blind Forest on hard difficulty.
Yes.
Very hard game.
Yes.
I don't have the skills for that kind of shit.
I just don't care. I play on easy now.
Man, you've gone 180, bro.
Yep.
You used to be hard boy.
I used to be hardcore.
Yeah.
Now I'm
Playing
just
on the
like,
hardest
give it
difficulty.
Give it to me easy. I want to finish this game.
I
wanna
mean,
enjoy my time.
but
I don't have time for
isn't
this.
that like for a game where it's the story?
Yeah.
So like you wouldn't do that on
I'd
Hollow
probably play
Knight.
Hollow Knight on normal.
Yeah. Because like, you go and play Hollow Knight for the story?
Maybe there's a fantastic
I
story.
guess maybe I've never played it. Generally, I would assume no, but I don't know.
Yeah.
High on Life. It's a new FPS coming out from like the guy who created Rick and Morty, I guess, where all the guns are like talking to you and shit.
Huh.
So the guns are like aliens.
But you're high on life.
I guess the aliens are high on life. I don't know what the high on life part is.
It's not, no, you're high on life, and so the guns are talking to you. 'Cause you're
Oh,
high
is that what it is? I don't think
on
that's what
life.
it is. Maybe that's what
I
it
don't
is.
know.
I don't know. It looked interesting. Like the guns had different personalities and did different things, and like the knife was like a psycho and like stab, stab, stab. So it looked interesting, anyways.
Yeah.
I'm not a Rick and Morty fan, so I don't know how his humor will work for a game for me personally, but whatever. I mean, I've only ever watched one episode of Rick and Morty, and I just was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But also, it was like not like the first episode. It was like whatever, season 4 or something in the middle of the season. So that's probably not the best way to start watching the series.
Yeah.
Riot Games on Game Pass.
Huge.
Yeah, I
Huge.
was just like, whatever, but apparently this is a big deal.
Yeah. Okay. It's not. Now that I'm looking at the unlocks. Oh, no, it's still huge. League of Legends, all champions unlocked.
I didn't
That is
realize
huge.
there was that many heroes
That is
in
huge.
League of Legends.
Wild Rift, never played it. Legend of Runeterra, don't know. Foundation
Yeah,
set
card
unlocked.
game.
That's the card game.
Yeah.
Select Little Legends unlocked doesn't make any sense.
I didn't even know Teamfight Tactics was still around.
Oh yeah, some people still play it.
And Valorant, all agents locked.
Pretty big. Pretty
So, okay, cool. It comes to Game Pass. You start playing League of Legends. What happens when League of Legends leave Game Pass? You just don't get the legends that you...
big.
Or are they just unlocked on your account forever?
I think it's just you're unlocked on your account forever. I would imagine that's what it's going to be because it doesn't make any sense to unlock them all temporarily.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what their deal is? Sequel to A Plague Tale? I watched this, but I was like, I shouldn't be watching this. I should have my eyes closed. Thankfully, it was just like not really story based. It was just like there was a little bit of story, but it was more like just showing you how the game's... I'm assuming it's changing, like not like changing style, but like at one point they made a very big deal of her hiding and crawling under a table. So I'm thinking maybe you can't do that in the first game because she crawled under the table to hide. So
I mean, why would you crawl under a table when there's so many rats around you? You would be on top of the table.
she was in an area with people. It was sunlighty.
No.
So they showed... I'm not going to do the stuff that is a spoiler, but the only thing is she likes to murder people now.
Oh, well.
She doesn't mind doing it.
She definitely... Yeah, well, I mean, it's called The End of Innocence.
Yes. Well, it's called Plague Tale Requiem. The trailer was called The End of Innocence trailer. So, yeah. So, looks awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Coming to Game Pass, I believe, as well. Day one.
Yes, Game Pass Day 1.
Forza, car racing game. Looks good. I like Forza. This is the first Forza Motorsport in a while. They're just calling it Forza Motorsport. It's not like Part 8.
Yeah,
or 9.
well, there you go.
So.
It's going to be the Games as a Service
It's
one.
the
where they just
gritty
keep adding.
reboot. No.
Gritty reboot. It's just going to be Games as a Service. They're just going to keep adding on to this.
You think
one.
so?
Yeah, and there's going to be no more Forza.
You think so? It's just going to be Forza Motorsport Season 2?
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Isn't Season 2 like Part 2?
Part 2, the new batch
Yeah,
of vehicles?
exactly.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Flight Simulator, 40th anniversary announced. You can fly the Spirit of St. Louis.
Very good.
Looks cool.
Yep, always has.
And then they're adding the fucking Pelican from Halo, so you can fly around.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, literally the day, like that day before the thing started, I was thinking, like, oh, that'd be crazy if there was, like, a flight simulator where you could fly the Pelican around, around the Halo ring.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the Halo ring.
No,
it's just fly around Earth. But I was just like, holy shit, I just thought about this morning.
Fly around the Halo ring? I'm into it. Fly around Earth? Meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Maybe the Pelican flies like it does in a video game, so you can just, like, do a vertical takeoff and you're
VTOL?
flying.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, do an engine check and call the radio tower and shit like that. So, who knows? Overwatch 2? coming out.
Free to play?
Free to play.
That's huge.
Everyone in the chat on Twitch was just like, big mistake. And I was like, is it a big mistake?
No, I think it keeps the game alive, but it also introduces hackers.
I mean,
way
whatever.
more hackers.
That's the same with any game. So
Yeah.
it's no big deal. Aura History Untold. Strategy game. Terrible name for a game.
Yes, looks awful.
It looks like it's strategy game. Whatever.
It looks like they've just taken Civilization and slapped a new coat of paint on it.
Yeah, it was like whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously, Microsoft was like, we need some more games for our showcase.
Let's put on this thing.
Elder Scrolls Online High Isle. Okay, cool.
Whatever.
They're going to an area in Elder Scrolls they've never been to, but the game's still the same.
Yeah.
And I liked to play it when I did for the story and stuff like that, but I can't even be bothered to play for the story anymore. Just the gameplay is just not good for me. Fallout 76, excuse me. Again, don't care.
I don't care either.
They showed off the pit, and again, last year they showed off the pit, and I thought I was debated into thinking it was a new Fallout game when it was a Fallout DLC for Fallout 76. Like, fuck, whatever, dude.
Yep, not into it.
Forza Horizon 5, Hot Wheels trailer.
That looks dope.
Yeah, man. Especially if you can make your own tracks, that'd be crazy. This is not the first Hot Wheels DLC for Forza. They've done it before.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it looks cool. Just
You
driving through the sky and stuff like that.
Crazy Hot Wheels cars?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Or regular cars.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's not going to be on Game Pass.
Yeah, no.
Generally,
no,
DLC you have
full
to buy,
Yeah.
which sucks, but whatever. Arc 2, what a waste of a...
We have family. It's all about the family.
It's all about
Arc
the
2.
family. Like, just a cinematic trailer of nothingness, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be Arc 2.
I know, but it's just like
It's
they
gonna
could have
play-
showed, like, I don't know, a minute of gameplay or something. This
I
was just like
mean-
a terrible CGI trailer of a dinosaur and a terrible looking Vin Diesel.
It's going to be, have you played Arc 1?
Yeah.
You played Arc 2?
No, I know. Well, I
That's
know.
pretty much what it's going to be.
I know.
But
believe
now
me.
with more Vin Diesel, so.
Yeah. Scorn, some sort of horror, body horror, like first person puzzle adventure. I don't even know. It looked disturbing. Just very juicy looking things and
The juice.
disgusting looking
Oh, yeah.
flesh
I watched
pillars
a little
and
bit of
shit
this
like
trailer.
that. Yeah, it just looked disturbing.
Very disturbing.
I don't know what's
Like,
going on there.
H.R. Geiger vomited all over
Yeah.
it.
Game Pass, I think. I'll try it out.
Lots of veiny appendages.
Yeah,
the
very
description
veiny.
says.
It's very veiny for
It's very
sure.
veiny. There's appendages.
Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. This is like an open world looking action adventure game that I think is inspired by or takes place on like a futuristic New Zealand. So, looks interesting. The gameplay really made me think it's kind of a Souls-like, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it. It'll be coming out on Game Pass, I think, so I will check her out. A new Minecraft game called Minecraft Legends. No idea what kind of game it is. It looks like it's something to do with the Nether is invading the overworld, so everyone on the overworld has to work together to fight back the Nether.
I think it's going to be
I thought tower defense personally, but I don't know.
I think it'll be like a ActRaiser.
Like a city builder,
A city builder with
leveling up.
combat and leveling up.
Yeah, we'll see anyways. Unexpected anyways.
Yeah.
Mikey's game of the show, Lightyear
Yep.
Frontier.
Lightyear Frontier.
Farming sim on a planet where you're riding in a mech suit,
Yeah.
probably fighting baddies of some sort.
Yeah. I'm into it.
Yeah.
it looks like super fun.
Yeah, that one will be there for Mikey T for sure. Gunfire Reborn's coming to Game Pass, whatever.
Yeah. We tried that on a couch this, I think, and I don't think it worked
What?
out.
I've never played Gunfire.
No, maybe not you, but I
Yeah.
have.
I've never tried it.
I was like, meh.
Yeah, I've definitely never tried it. The Last Case of Benedict Fox kind of looks like some sort of adventure, like not point and click, but story-based adventure puzzler sort of game.
Yeah,
Hard to tell.
Was it that it was like Lovecraftian
Yeah.
and 2.5D?
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly what was going on, but I mean, looks interesting.
Yes.
As Dusk Falls, baby, it's already on my Xbox.
Yep.
Yep.
You're
It's
into it.
a story-based, decision-based narrative game where you're like at this hotel in the middle of the desert trying to puzzle out what's going on with your family, and there's a robbery, and Who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Very weird art style. It reminded me of, did you ever, I already know the answer to this. The answer you're going to tell me is no. But did you ever play Hotel Dusk on the Nintendo DS?
Actually, I did.
Did you really?
No.
You son of a bitch. It's kind of like got a comic book style video, like there's no motion video for the characters. It's sort of like painted-esque versions, but they're like pictures. It's kind of hard to explain.
And it's kind of weird because you can play it with up to 8 players.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Maybe you vote on the decisions or something.
Could be voting.
I'm thinking it's voting. Anyways, very interesting. Naraka Blade Point. They really want me to play this on Epic all the time.
Yes.
They'd be like, hey, get the Bruce Lee skin. Here's the yellow biking Bruce Lee skin. You should totally download this game. It's coming to Game Pass. I will not play it. Pentiment. This is some sort of adventure puzzler that looks like it's done in the style of like a 16th century illuminated book.
I watched this one. This one looked...
The art style looks crazy.
Yeah.
It's from Obsidian, so it's probably good.
Yeah.
So I'll check that out. It's going to be on Game Pass. Grounded.
Coming out.
Full release, Mikey T.
It's coming.
Can we see the Mikey T Grounded full play?
No.
Oh. It's coming. Full story. New bosses. New everything. New zones. I'm ready. My body's ready. September.
His body is ready.
It's September. Let's do it. Erebon Shadow Legacy. I don't even remember what this is. Fast-paced
this is a
stealth
Mikey T
platformer game.
Yeah, this one looks good.
Oh yeah, you can like hide if you're in a shadow, you're hiding or something like that, and if you come in the light, you pop out.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah, Mikey T game.
Yeah,
it's a Mikey T joint for sure. Diablo 4.
They announced it.
Necromancer. Well, they already announced it.
It doesn't have a release date yet.
It's coming to Xbox.
2023.
I don't think it's coming to Game Pass. They had a picture at the end of the Xbox press conference that showed all the games coming on the next year, and every game that was on Game Pass had the little Game Pass banner.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 did not have the little banner. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I highly doubt it'll be on Game Pass. You're gonna have to pay. To pay Blizzard $90.
Yeah, but Microsoft owns Blizzard.
You're gonna have to pay Microsoft $90.
Everything else Microsoft does is on Game Pass.
Do they actually own Blizzard yet? Has that sale went through?
It's not through, but man, they're on the show here. This is I don't know. Anyways,
I mean, Diablo 3 came out on console, so
yeah, I mean
Diablo 4.
Well, Diablo 4 is coming on a console, but I'm talking about Game Pass.
Yes.
So, Sea of Thieves Season 7. I do not like the art style in Sea of Thieves, man. The characters look terrible to me.
I don't mind it. I think it's fun and whimsical.
I don't. I just think they're just like gross and disgusting. Season 7, you can name your boat.
Oh,
everybody's been waiting for it, I guess.
Probably everyone's been waiting for
that. Have they been?
I would imagine. I mean, if I could name my boat and I was like, oh, I can't name my boat, I'd be like, well, this is dumb.
Yeah.
If I ever got a boat.
Ravenlock, 3D action game, very interesting art style where everything's like pixel. It's like voxel based or something. I don't know.
This game looks cool as hell.
Yeah, it's got a very cool art style. Hack and slash adventure RPG.
Yeah, is that coming to Game Pass?
Yes, it is. I don't know if it's coming to Game Pass.
It says it is.
Okay, then it is.
Yeah, that looks cool as hell.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Cocoon. This game, you're like a bug moving balls around. While I was watching the trailer, I was like, this reminds me of Mocred. And while I was watching it, I was like, Mikey T! Where are you, Mikey T? You must look at this. So it looks like it's a puzzle-based... I don't know. I don't even know. It's just puzzle-based adventure.
This also looks cool as hell.
Yeah. It reminded me of Mocred when it started.
Yeah.
Just the way they were moving the ball around and everything.
It looks like the same kind of art style. Oh, it's by the designer of Limbo and Inside.
Yeah. Well, the gameplay designer.
Yeah.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This is a CGI trailer with a dragon. No idea what it's about. I would think maybe it's from Bandai Namco, and I think they did like Neo or what's the other one? One of the Souls-like games. So maybe this is a Souls-like. I mean, Japanese game on Xbox. You love to see it.
Yeah. Koei Tecmo.
Oh, Koei Tecmo.
Koei Tecmo.
Yeah. They did one of those Souls-like games, I think. Persona. It's coming to Xbox, finally.
Finally on Xbox.
And Game Pass.
Yes, you can play all your Persona games.
But it's Persona 3 Portable they're bringing out. Not Persona 3... God, what was the other one called? The second version on PlayStation? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Anyways, the portable one, you do not run around the overworld section. It's just stills and stuff. So it's like, it's a good version, but it's not the best version.
Ah.
But Persona 4 Golden and then Persona 5 Royal are all coming out. But you know which one comes out first? Persona 5.
There you go.
Very weird.
Ah.
Why would they go with the newest one
first?
Why
aren't they doing them all at the same time?
Well, they want to stagger them so they can sell them.
That's a mistake.
I just think it's a mistake that they didn't start with Persona 3 first, because the gameplay evolves through them all, and like Persona 3 is probably the worst one.
I mean, it's on Game Pass. Why wouldn't they just bring them all out at once?
Well, because they can sell them individually to people that aren't on Game Pass. It's also coming to PlayStation too. So
who's not on Game Pass?
I don't know.
If you're not on Game Pass and you're going to buy an $80 game, that's a whole year of Game Pass. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So they brought out Hideo Kojima to say like, hey, I'm going to announce a game sometime.
It's going to be on Xbox.
It's going to be on Xbox.
And the PlayStation fanboys lost their minds.
They brought back that petition they had a few months ago where they were trying to get him to stop working with Xbox. But like, I mean, even back then we talked about it. Sony had the first right of refusal on a game.
Yep.
They said no to this game. Microsoft was like, we'll take it.
Yep.
We'll take it. So he said some bullshit in here, like he's going to harness the power of Microsoft's cloud technologies and all this bullshit. It's like, okay, all right, just give us a trailer. But this is the game they think is the Overdose one that this sort of been leaked about. So I'm excited to see what it is. I'm excited. I really was hoping Death Stranding was going to come to Xbox, but it's not going to come to Xbox. Ever.
Never.
No, it's not.
PC? Yes. Xbox? No.
No. And then Starfield. They knocked it out the end with Starfield.
Oh, of course.
I mean, I know a lot of the memes going around is like it's No Man's Starfield. Because it looks a lot like Starfield, dude. Like, he landed on the planet, he scanned a bush, he scanned an enemy, he scanned a mineral, and then pulled out a laser to harvest the mineral.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it looks a lot like No Man's Sky, but with their new engine.
Yeah.
Creation engine.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Part 2. And
hopefully
I mean, it has
bugs.
all the story stuff and everything that No Man's Sky doesn't really have. So, whatever. You can design your spaceship. You can build a space base. You can add mods to your guns. It looks cool as hell. They said there's 1,000 planets to explore. And it was like, okay, they made 1,000 procedurally generated planets that they then went in and like, okay, let's put this settlement here.
Yeah.
And this over here, and then that's it. There's not much. It'll be a lot of like random bullcrap that you don't care about.
Yes. I mean, this trailer is completely unbelievable anyway. She goes and scans the minerals and he harvests 50% of it and then leaves. And I'm like, no, nobody does that.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to like spend every second with the minutia of him harvesting all the minerals. But yeah, I'm excited. Hype level, Mikey T? For Starfield? 3 out of 3?
No, 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10? That's
better
better than zero,
better
for
than
sure.
0.
I thought it was going to be like, Mikey T, hype level for Starfield. Meh.
Well, I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
Like, it looks good.
It's got
don't know if
it's got that Bethesda jank that you love so much.
Yeah, I mean, Daggerfall just came out. You could buy get Daggerfall, like the original. You'd play it out, see the jank from there.
No, I've seen the jank. I don't need to see more. I need to see less jank.
Yes.
The graphics look good.
The graphics look great.
The characters looked pretty good compared.
The new
pretty
engine
good
looks great
compared to existing Bethesda games.
Yes, the new engine looks great. It looks like it's going to play great. Hopefully they've worked all the bugs out from the previous engine that I've heard of so much about.
No, definitely not. I mean, at least the characters this time didn't look like a thumb.
Yeah, a thumb with a face.
Yeah, So, but in the character creator, they showed, you can choose your hairstyles. And I was like, oh my God, they're just like reusing Fallout 4 hairstyles.
Might as well. They've already got the assets.
I know, but they could have, I mean, look at hairdos in other games. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They just look a lot better in other games. So, whatever.
go.
I'm excited. I'll play it.
You will.
It's a lot of gameplay.
Yes.
Is there going to be achievement? Visit 1,000 planets?
Probably.
No,
oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those.
It'll be like
deep
visit
achievements.
100 planets. I don't think they'll do.
Oh yeah,
planet.
it'll be like visit your first planet, visit your 10th planet, visit your 100th planet,
No.
visit your 500th planet,
No,
visit
no,
the 1000th planet.
No.
You gotta go hard for the gamer score.
No, the achievements in Fallout games aren't like that.
No, they aren't.
Or not Fallout, Bethesda games.
I mean,
They're
it's
there's
new,
time consuming, but yeah, not
a
like
new,
ridiculous.
It's a new age of Bethesda.
That is true.
You never know.
Oh,
Todd
that
Howard
was
might
the
have
other
lost
thing.
his mind.
It said Starfield is a console exclusive.
Ooh.
It didn't say timed exclusive. It didn't say launch exclusive. It said console exclusive.
All right, hype level 0.
Well, it'll be on PC.
Oh, hype level 3.
It's just not going to be on PlayStation. As I said when Bethesda was bought by Microsoft, I was like, there's no way Starfield's on PlayStation. And
Not
everyone
right
poo-pooed me. Well, maybe you
I
didn't.
poo-pooed you.
You poo-pooed me to be devil's advocate.
Yes.
I think you agreed with me,
I
actually.
devil's advocate all the time.
Yeah, I know. And I can't tell all the time that you're doing it. Sometimes I'm like, are you serious right now? Don't tell me this bullshit. But yeah, the show was good. And I enjoyed watching it and I enjoyed streaming it.
Excellent.
So yeah, it was good. All right, back to the show.
Back to the show. Next up, Resident Evil Capcom Showcase.
Yeah.
Was just really Resident Evil. But yeah,
Yeah.
Capcom Showcase happened as well.
Yeah, they showed more Resident Evil 4 Remake, which looks cool. I never played Resident Evil 4, really. I have it on the GameCube, but I was used to Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, where it was just like, I don't know, different. So Resident Evil 4, where I kept getting chainsawed in half right at the start, like 5 times in a row, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, fuck this game, and I stopped playing it. But maybe I should reinvestigate Resident Evil.
Yeah, that was one of the only ones that I played a lot.
Really?
Was 4. 1 and 4.
I beat 1, 2, and 3, and I beat both sides of 2.
Ooh, both sides.
Yep.
Both sides of the disc?
There wasn't 2-sided disc.
Oh.
There's 2 discs. And then 4, like, it was just like, why did I keep getting chainsawed in half by this guy? Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So I just gave up. It's like, I can play another game.
That's what you can do, yeah.
But maybe I'll go back to it now that I have a better idea of what you got to be doing in the newer Resident Evils. I have it on GameCube still, so then I got to play with a fucking GameCube controller. I can't find my Wavebirds, Mikey T.
Ah, no.
I don't know where they went. They also showed off next-gen updates for Resident Evil 2, 3, and 7. So they have like higher frame rates or HD. I don't know. They added some shit to them.
Resident Evil Village with third person mode?
Yeah, they added a new mode to Resident Evil Village so you can play it like Resident Evil 4. I'm pretty sure that's the exact reason they did it. Because Resident Evil 4 was going to be third person, like over the shoulder shooting. So they did this to get people into that. They also have like all these different like horde mode things they're adding where you can play.
Mercenaries mode.
You can play as like Lady Dimitrescu and like step on everybody.
Everyone's just going to play as her.
Yeah, exactly. I want to play Resident Evil Village, but I don't want to buy it for full dollar value.
Yes.
So
be frugal.
I have to be frugal.
Yes, you do.
I have to be frugal.
You have to be frugal.
I shouldn't have bought this $6 monster
You
today.
should not. That was an expensive monster.
I know.
You could have bought 3 monsters.
I
like
know,
this
but I had to
for
carry
7.
them over here and shit. I didn't want to bother.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Resident Evil. You gonna play Resident Evil?
No.
No?
No.
Man. If it's not Apex, Mikey T's like, I'm not interested.
If it's not Apex, I'm not interested.
What if it was like Game Pass or Game Club?
If it was Game Club, I'd be forced to play it.
I think you have to choose the next game.
Yeah?
I think I've more or less chosen
I know.
last
I'm
3.
pretty sure the Plague Tale was my number 1 pick on that list, for sure. Like, this is the one I definitely wanted to play.
Oh, yeah. Because what was the other one we were thinking about? I can't even remember. It was another one. All right, fine. I'll choose the next one.
Yeah, you choose the next one.
All right. Get ready for Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I'm excited to play Village. I'm excited for Resident Evil 4. I'm excited to play 2 and 3 when I can get them for
$5,
$10 or something like that. But not full price for sure. They're scary.
I guess.
You don't think so? You don't get scared?
Yeah, but
I
don't even care.
You don't care if you're scared?
I don't care if I'm scared.
I mean, I don't care if I'm scared either, but I don't get scared from a movie generally.
No, me neither.
Except like when you're in the theater and they just play the loudest noise they can in a silent scene.
And then you're in 4D box. You're in the 4D box. D-box? 4D? No, D-box.
D-box.
And then you get slammed.
I'm not paying for D-box. I don't need to vomit while I'm at a movie too. Get all shooken up. Yeah, exactly.
Getting the cinema hot dogs and
oh god, nachos. No, that's definite barf city right there.
Love them.
Disgusting.
Monster Hunter Rise. Sunbreak expansion.
Yep.
Gets a new details and a demo coming out.
I liked Monster Hunter World. I don't think I'd like to play Monster Hunter on the Switch.
Meh.
It's just Switch is not too good.
I played Monster Hunter once. It was okay.
World.
Yeah, I played World.
So I played Monster Hunter World when it was on. There was what was it? Well, how did we even play it? It was a free play weekend.
Yeah, there was
on
a free
PlayStation
play
or something.
Yeah.
When it first came out? No, It was a beta test or something.
Something like that.
And it was like, okay, I played it. And then it was on Game Pass and I played it. And it was like, okay, I played it some more. And it was just like not clicking. And then I went back a third time to it. But I had watched some YouTube videos. And it was like all this shit they don't tell you about the game that makes it way better when you know it.
Yeah.
It's like, why don't they tell you any of this stuff to make the game better? I have a feeling that's the same thing with probably the one on the Switch, but I don't know. Not it the Switch couldn't even barely run Pokemon Sword and Shield, so and that's made by Nintendo basically, so it's I don't know. I just don't foresee it running very well on the Switch. Could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Exoprimal.
Oh, is that the dinosaur one?
Yeah, it looks like Earth Defense Force, but with dinosaurs.
I remember the first time they showed this, I was like, holy shit, Dino Crisis Remake, let's go. And then it was like, no, it's a multiplayer thing.
Multiplayer with mechs.
No.
Yeah, it looks like Earth Defense Force meet with dinosaurs.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Yeah. Street Fighter 6 gets another announcement. Dragon's Dogma 10th anniversary event.
Yes, so
teased, but no sequel announced.
So that event happened yesterday or the day before. We'll slide this into the Capcom thing. They announced Dragon's Dogma 2.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Did you ever play Dragon's Dogma?
No, I only watched the terrible anime that we watched.
Yeah, that was not good. The game, man, I never played anything on the PS3 because PS3 sucks. But I had PS Plus, and 1 month Dragon's Dogma was a game that was for free, and I was like, "What's this game all about?" And for a week straight, that's all I played, and I played through it. Incredible game, love it so much. Yeah. I bought it on Xbox. I haven't played it. They did a remaster, so another one I need to replay to get ready for the sequel.
Yes,
but yeah, it's just like an open. Well, I wouldn't call it open world, but it's like action RPG. Where you're fighting monsters, but then you fight a bigger monster, and you can climb all over it and stuff like that. They're not that big. It'd be like you're fighting a big bear, but you can grab onto the side of it and start stabbing it and stuff. It's pretty cool. Or you grab onto a griffin and you start flying into the air and stuff. It's pretty crazy. I recommend it. Hard game. Also one where it's just we won't tell you about how it works. Just figure it out.
Yeah.
So recommended.
There you go.
Yeah.
Next up. Let's talk about Diablo.
Nah.
Diablo Immortal gets over $24 million in spending within 14 days of the launch. 43% of that in the US.
Yep.
And South Korea was 26%. I think it was 4% in Canada of the spending. And we got a nice quote from our friend Nine Arses in the chat.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, "I just didn't even bother. Finding out you get about 20 hours of gameplay before you hit a paywall. He's just not into it.
So I didn't play it.
And he is a super Diablo fan.
But
just
how
Diablo
much?
all over the place.
20 hours to that's a lot of free stuff.
I mean, it is a lot of free stuff.
How much do you have to pay at the 20-hour mark?
I don't know.
It's
probably
how much did you pay for Diablo 3?
I don't know.
$60?
I don't know.
So at what point in a free to play game do you have to be before you pay $60?
It's a good question.
I mean, for me personally, I don't like free-to-play games or mobile games, so I would not pay that. But
I think it all depends on how much the wall is and how hard it would be.
That's
to get
what I'm
over
saying.
it.
Like, is the paywall you have to buy like a $10 thing and then you can just play for another 40 hours, or is it like now you have to pay $5 every hour for X reason or whatever?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I didn't look into Diablo Immortal enough. I played for my 10 minutes and then was like, yeah, it sucks. I don't want to play it anymore. I mean, it doesn't suck, but it's like I don't like it. So whatever.
I mean, according to Metacritic, it sucks.
Metacritic, like the fucking user scores?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
it's got a 0.2 on
look
there.
at the Metascore for like Miss Marvel. It also probably has like a 9.0 from critics and like a 1 from the regular Joe Schmoes. So I don't really hold that too much in account, really.
Well, it's got a 78 for regular reviewers.
I'm shocked.
And user score is 4.1.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. 24 million, 14 days. Not surprised. In fact, I'm surprised it's so low.
Yeah, I would think it would have been a little bit higher.
So it'll only go up.
Metacritic has a critic review of 60 and a user score of 0.3. For Diablo Immortal.
Yeah.
Which is the lowest user score.
But, like, is the game a 0.3? No, these people haven't even played it.
Probably not. It's just a bunch of wiener boys going off.
Like,
there's a whole ton of zeros. Garbage pay-to-win model of Diablo.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's every fucking mobile game. Like, come on,
pretty
seriously.
Pretty much. They gotta make money somehow.
It's just because it's Diablo.
It probably is just because.
It's because the way they announced it. Like, hey, we got a big Diablo announcement. Got to come to BlizzCon. We're going to drop a bomb on you. Here it is, Diablo. It's not 4, it's Immortal. It's free to play on your phone. Like, what did they think was going to happen? You can tell that was like Bobby Kotick was like, you're going to announce Diablo Immortal at BlizzCon. That's what you're doing. That's what's happening. Yeah. Diablo 4, don't worry about it. Diablo Immortal is the one, and you're doing it. And they're just like, gee, Bobby, I don't really... You're fired. That's exactly what was going on.
Yeah, so I'm super curious as to how much it is after that 20 hours.
Basically, like, if I'm like the money value for me is like, I consider like a movie. Like, I pay $20 to go see a movie for 2 hours. That's $10 an hour.
Yes.
So like, if a game has given me entertainment value of like around $10 an hour. Okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
If it gets lower than that, even better. But like if I buy a game and it's cost me $20 and I beat it in 2 hours, that's cool. I'm okay with it. That's not for everybody. That's for me. So maybe your level is $5, MikeyT.
Yeah.
Maybe your level's $1. I don't know. But for me, it's $10. So if I played a free-to-play game and I enjoyed it for 20 hours and then I had to pay the devs some money to continue playing, okay. I'm at 0 cents an hour right now.
Yeah.
I can give you $200 and it'd be all right. I wouldn't do that, obviously, but I could do it. It's the same thing with Warframe. I mean, Warframe is not... It's pay to not play in Warframe.
Yeah, Warframe is pay to not play.
But when I got to playing like 200-hour mark, I was like, I can throw them a little cash. It's okay.
that's usually what I do in a free-to-play game.
It's okay. They can have some money.
It's got to be a good game.
I'll throw them $5.
I guess if you're in 200 hours, you already like the game.
Yeah.
I think you formed a good opinion on if you like that game or not.
I don't mind people getting paid.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me.
I wish I could find out myself about this Diablo Immortal, but I can't. I just can't.
You can't
put that much time into a Diablo game anymore.
I mean, that's the idea, though. It's mobile, so you can play it for 5 minutes.
Can I, though?
Of course. It's a mobile game. It's a free-to-play mobile game.
It is.
You play it as much or little as you want. So, I mean, I didn't particularly think it controlled well. Why don't you just try it on PC?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
You can always just try it, Mike.
I can
like every time you talk about a game,
but
I can't.
It's just of what that how much that paywall is.
Well, you can look at it when you install the game and be like, oh, I look at the shop. Oh, okay, the gems cost $20 for 200. Well, that's probably what the paywall is. But like you always say, I don't have time. You play for 30 minutes. It's okay. You don't have to play for 8 hours in a row. You can just check it out, you know?
I could.
I don't do it for Diablo, though. Just skip Diablo Immortal for sure. Yeah. But 24 million doesn't seem that high to me. But
no, it seems kind of low. It definitely seems kind of low.
It'll ramp up.
What we were talking about where it was like, oh yeah, this game came out and they made this much money off of their free-to-play stuff? I can't remember. We were talking about it not too long ago.
Lots of them.
I think
Candy Crush.
Yeah, I think too many people were kind of upsetty spaghetti.
Well,
about
I mean,
this game
if I cared about Diablo and it was like BlizzCon, here we go, the new Diablo, and they dropped this dog shit on me, yeah, I'd be like pretty fucking pissed too.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not the type to be like, I'll review bomb it.
No, like
I
the review
really
bombing
don't
is
like
like,
this.
yeah, you guys.
It's just all these wieners like, oh well, let's review bomb. Well, it's like Super Hot. They removed the scene where you could shoot yourself in the head.
Yeah,
they got review bombed because
yes.
they removed it. It's like, come on, seriously. I mean, you think Death Stranding is getting a review bomb now that Kojima's going to do a game with Microsoft?
Oh, probably.
It's all these wiener boys.
Yeah. I wonder if the Steam page is just like, yep, review bombed.
Yeah. Who knows?
I think Steam did Steam take measures into stopping review
Well,
bombing?
they say they have like a thing where it's like recent reviews now.
Yeah.
So you can sort of like see why have all of a sudden are all the reviews of one.
Yeah.
So anyway, enough Diablo freebie talk. Let's talk about Overwatch 2 freebie talk.
Yes. They had an interview with the director about it going free to play.
Yeah.
And they're losing loot boxes. And
Which is
there's
crazy.
a season pass coming up. The seasonal roadmap.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're getting rid of loot boxes.
I am as well, but I mean, their loot boxes have been hot topic for gambling and
they
whatever.
can just publish the odds, make them available to buy in-game with in-game currency, and if you want to fucking spend $200 buying loot boxes, more power to you. So, like, what is it now going to be? You only get any cosmetics via the, like, season pass track?
That doesn't seem like the way it should go. I think it should do the model where they still have loot boxes, but also you can do it via the...
I think what they're doing is anything that leaves the track goes into the shop, and then you can just buy it straight up.
Oh.
With no loot box.
That could be.
But, like, why not keep the loot box in anyways? Like, maybe you can get a...
It's still the whole gambling thing that
but if they show up, the main thing is just show the odds.
Yeah.
Like, you have a 1 in 1,000 chance to get a legendary item. The main thing about all these is they don't want to publish the odds. Because then they'll know how bad the odds are for you getting anything.
Yeah.
So I'd like to keep the loot boxes in, personally. Make them available in-game currency or real money, dollar-y values. Give you the choice, or you can just buy it in the shop with in-game currency or cash money. I don't know. I think it's a pretty even-handed option there. I do agree that the gambling part is not the best, but maybe like let's make like a. Couldn't they just say like if you got loot boxes, the game has to be rated M? Couldn't the ESRB do that?
They probably could.
Shouldn't they do
any
that?
Kind of
Wouldn't that make
involved,
sense?
It does make sense.
If you can pay real money to get an in-game loot box, it's rated M for mature.
What is Overwatch? Overwatch is rated teen plus.
T for teen?
T for teen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you want to sell loot boxes, M for mature. Easy. We solved it. Mikey, we solved it.
Maybe.
You don't think so? I think that's the way to do it. I think
that limits... That definitely limits the amount of players that
shit.
think about playing it.
Well, that's why. You don't want kids playing it because there's gambling in it.
Yeah.
So
then you got to take the loot boxes out of it to get your
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Then. Yeah.
I think that's what they should do. Anyways, they're not going to do that. So get rid of loot boxes. Okay, you can still get everything, but does that mean like rather than in an Apex Legends, a legendary skin costs what, 20 fucking rip-off dollars or something like that? In Overwatch, does it mean it's going to be $40 because you cannot buy a loot box to offset the cost?
I mean, I think that's how the Valorant model is that your legendary gun skins that are animated are like 40, 50, $60.
Do they have loot boxes in that game? I don't know.
I don't know.
I would think yes, because they have loot boxes in League of Legends. Well, at least when I get my little Twitch Prime drops, they seem to be in loot boxes.
Yes,
I open a little box. Yeah, so who knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
No one's gonna like the prices anyways. Everything's always too expensive.
Yes.
I mean, it is too expensive. $20 for a skin is ridiculous to me. But again, Apex, play it for 300 hours. Throw them $20, buy a skin.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yeah, I throw them money often.
I have in the past.
Yeah.
I haven't since I stopped playing, obviously. But when I was playing it, I gave them money. I played that for a few hundred hours. I was okay giving them $40.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, all the League of Legends stuff has loot boxes, I believe. Or
well,
like
it definitely
shards or something.
Yeah,
like
I open up something when I open up my skins in League of Legends.
And then they also have the battle pass as well now.
I'd like a good battle pass.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the way to go now.
I like battle passes. I prefer it.
Especially, yeah, I think you get loot boxes. You get that little battle pass hit when you don't you don't play that much, and then you do the full battle pass, or when you do play a lot, and then I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, especially the developer getting that fat stacks of cash.
Yes, and finally, Overwatch free to play. Like,
yes,
when are they just gonna roll Overwatch 2 into Overwatch? Like, seriously.
I think the fact that it is free to play now, that it's just going to be.
So is there going to be two Overwatch leagues, like Overwatch League 1 and Overwatch League 2?
No, Overwatch League is just going to be Overwatch 2.
So are they going to shut down Overwatch?
No, I think it's just Overwatch 1 is now Overwatch 2. I think that's what it's going to be. So all your skins are going to translate over.
Are they?
Everything's just going to translate over.
So why even do it? Why call it Overwatch 2?
I don't know.
Just call it Overwatch.
See, it would have been Overwatch 2 if they were making people pay for it, but now they're not making people pay for it, so I think it's just going to be the same thing.
Overwatch 2 was single player.
No, there's no PvE in it anymore.
This whole thing is stupid.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, anyways. Just drop
so
the 2, make it Overwatch, retire 6v6, make it 5v5, you keep your skins, get rid of loot boxes.
Put the battle pass in.
Make it free to play.
Yeah, make it free to play.
Maybe it's just too much effort to convert everything over, and they're just like, fuck it, scorched earth, new game.
But they did. They were just like, okay, here's your preview of 5v5.
But it's in Overwatch?
Yeah.
You don't have to launch a separate game.
No, you launched Overwatch 1 and you played 5v5.
But what?
And they were doing the Overwatch League.
Was that
5v5.
just because they were testing it out? Like, when Overwatch 2 comes out, is it going to be a separate game?
That's all they could. I don't know.
I don't know.
I couldn't even
get it.
I mean, it should just be one game. They should just erase Overwatch 1, put Overwatch 2 in its place.
Or just call it Overwatch and let you carry over your shit and just retire 6v6.
Yeah, that's
put in
the
5v5.
easy way to do it.
Put in 6v6 into custom games if you want to play it. No problem. 5v5 everywhere else.
Yeah, making it free to play has now made Overwatch 2 redundant. It's so stupid. Like, they shouldn't have even done it.
Make Overwatch free to play.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, Overwatch 2 is going to be free to play, and it's Overwatch. There's it's so
who knows what's going on with those guys. Anyways, whatever.
Yes. Speaking of Activision, Overwatch, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Activision Blizzard clears itself of any wrongdoing.
Yep. They investigated themselves. Everything was above board. There was no problems, and we've cleared ourselves of any wrongdoing.
No wrongdoing.
Yeah. I mean, this is like whatever. They say they hired an external company to check it out or anything, but like their investigation was based off of like internal emails and meetings and whatever. And it's like, okay. And they interviewed some former and current employees.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that seems like some selective ass shit right there. Like, obviously there's wrongdoing going on. Like, literally a woman killed herself because of what happened to her at work. Like, we know this happened. So, I don't know. Maybe they're just saying there's no additional wrongdoing. We've already found all the wrongdoing. There's nothing that we're hiding from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's probably what it is. Who knows? Stop being wieners. That's the main thing we should take away from this, is that the CEOs and the higher ups should stop being wieners to everyone.
Well, and it's like they used, like, you know, there was the sexual harassment thing about a guy from, I don't know, one of the studio heads, and then Bobby Kotick used his powers to, like, sweep it under the rug and be like, oh, you know, we're gonna have a stern talking to him, and then he continued to keep his job. And just sort of shielding people that probably shouldn't have been shielded from, trouble, keeping them safe because, they may sure make that game that makes us a lot of money. Which is weird. Is that how that works in the real world? I guess it does.
Chat says they cleared upper management of any knowledge and wrongdoing.
Yeah, okay, all right. Here's my redacted emails. You can look at these ones over here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, they didn't have any legal power to investigate them, so they just turned over what they wanted to turn over.
Yeah.
Just seems whatever to me.
Yeah.
Needs a law agency investigation.
Yeah, get in there and clean the trash out.
I mean, they're working on it.
Yeah.
They got rid of Bobby's on his way out. There was, they hired Mikey Barra and I can't remember her name now. She stepped down like 3 months later.
Instantly left.
Because they wouldn't, I think it was a pay thing. They wouldn't pay her the same as Mikey Barra.
Come on.
Yeah, they wouldn't give her a raise. They kept saying, you'll get it.
You'll get it, but,
they
not
didn't.
now.
Yeah, so she was like, all right, fuck
we don't
y'all.
have the money to give you a raise
yeah.
right now.
We only made $1 billion. We only made $24 million on Diablo Immortal.
Yeah.
I mean, that was before that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're not like short up on cash.
No, definitely not.
So, just wienerly overall. Hopefully, when it's all done and they're owned by Microsoft, something gets cleared up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not like Microsoft is free and clear of this stuff. Like,
no.
It came out like Bill Gates is having an affair with an employee and like all this stuff. So, yeah, it's weird. These rich guys are wieners.
Yeah, it's strange.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it when you're the world's richest man.
You're a bit of a wiener?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I killed a guy. Oh, well, I'll just cover it up.
Yeah,
a few $1 billion. Like, I can
money.
cover it up. No problem.
For sure.
How much would it cost to cover up a murder if you're a billionaire?
Probably not that much.
I mean, even if it cost $1 billion, it's like, I still got $499 billion. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
You could make anything happen if you're a billionaire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So,
speaking of anything that can happen, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's second year of free updates includes a new game mode.
Mikey T, do you know what kind of game mode it is?
It's going to be a asymmetrical PvP co-op hack and slash involving roguelike inspired things.
You're partially correct.
I know that's because I opened it.
Oh,
the article.
It's roguelike.
Roguelike.
Yeah, it's roguelike.
The first part I was just totally out my butt, and then roguelike.
Yeah. So
the way you said that, I probably should have guessed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I did guess, and then I was like, no, okay.
Yeah, they're adding a new roguelike style of mode for this, where Ivor is invading hell, I guess. So you have to try to get through it, but you can die and restart and stuff like that. I'm sure it'll be like you keep equipment upgrades or something like that along the way. You're making a squinty face at me.
I mean, isn't Assassin's Creed supposed to be like somewhat based in reality?
No, never has been.
No,
the first game is about Adam and Eve escaping the spaceship with a piece of Eden.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, it's in reality that you're a person living in modern day world and you go into the DNA memory of your ancestor. Yeah. So I don't know how realistic it was from day one.
Oh, there you go.
So no, it's been getting more and more like a little bit out there as it goes on.
Yeah, apparently.
Like in the first one, you go back in time and you're, what's his name? Altair, and you're just fighting like in the Crusade times.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy going on.
No, definitely not.
Then you play as Ezio and you fight in the Renaissance times, whatever. But then you go and you play as, I can't remember the pirates guys and all these other guys. But it's when you get into like the Egyptian, Roman, and this Viking one where it's like, oh, you're fighting an Egyptian god. You're fighting Set now. It's like, okay.
Well, we're going to take all these sharks. We're going to line them up and then we're going to
No, it's not jumping.
You're not jumping the shark by fighting an Egyptian god in a historically...
No, because like, again, the whole thing is like aliens... It's been about aliens since the first game.
Ah, well.
So, it's not like he's an Egyptian god. He's like some sort of whatever.
Alien.
Something like that. So, yeah, it's been like that since the beginning. Oh. I remember when Assassin's Creed came out, the developers were like, please don't spoil it in the reviews. Like, please don't spoil the whole thing about the aliens and everything. Because I was not spoiled, and like, when the reveal of them escaping the spaceship, I was like, holy shit! Because like as you play through the game as Altair, you find these little slivers of a video. So you'll see like a second of a clip of a video and it'll be like, what's going on? And then you find the next section and it makes it's 2 seconds. And it's like, oh, these people are running. Like, what's going on? And then it's like, oh, they have the Apple of Eden. Oh, what's going on? And then it's like, holy shit, what the fuck is this game all about? So it worked really well but yeah, no, Assassin's Creed has never been like rooted in reality.
Nah.
Yeah, like the first game is like you're going back in time in the DNA memory of your ancestor.
I mean, that's future stuff. You could potentially do that.
An alien could potentially come to our planet too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I guess.
Anyways. When can we expect you to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Probably 30 years from now.
30 years from
30
now.
30 years, mark my word.
So I'm going to have to play this for you, is what you're saying?
Yeah, when I am 70-something,
okay.
I will play it.
Wow. Mark it in your calendar.
Mark it in your calendar, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first Assassin's Creed where they're like going on the like games as service thing.
Yeah.
Like usually it's like Assassin's Creed, 3 DLCs, here's the next one. This one was like, this came out in 2019. So, it's been 3 years since an Assassin's Creed came out. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Because they used to be every year.
Yeah, they were coming out.
And then they were like, oh, this Assassin's Creed Unity wasn't too good. Maybe we should slow it down a bit.
Slow it.
And yeah, now they're doing this seasonal model until Infinity comes out.
And then it'll be infinite seasonal
That's
model.
the last Assassin's Creed.
The last Assassin's Creed. There you go.
I mean, they're doing it now with For Honor. Yep. It's like on season 10 or some shit. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, season 10 or For Honor only had one game.
Yeah, I know. So
and it was just
it seems to be working.
Seasons. Yeah.
Same thing with The Crew. Like all these Ubisoft games now, they're just.
I wonder how many people still play For Honor.
I don't know. Enough to make them continue making new seasons.
Yeah,
I
no
guess.
kidding. Between 4,000 to 6,000 people per day.
They need to make it free to play. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it's on Game Pass now. Huh?
Don't you have it?
Well, it's on Game Pass. No, I've never played For Honor. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm just saying, don't you have it?
I have it on Game Pass.
I'm pretty sure they gave it away on Epic as well.
Maybe. I've never played it. I don't care about PvP, so why the fuck would I play it? Well, I mean, I played Apex.
Yes, you did.
But I don't know. PvP sword fight?
It's good. You can take my word for it.
I know you played it, but
All right, well, next up, we have a mouthful. Gloomhaven publisher transitions to backer kit after Kickstarter's blockchain push.
You did it.
I did it, but wow. I mean, I knew I would do it, but that's a lot of like, what do you even, what does this even mean?
So Gloomhaven was like one of the biggest Kickstarter successes of all time.
Yep. Huge D&D kind of board game.
Yeah. Is it right up here?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have it?
It's $300.
I know, it's crazy. So they were a huge hit on Kickstarter. They made tons of money to make their game. The game's like legendarily good. And a while back, Kickstarter was like, you know what? We need to kickstart games with blockchain technology. And a lot of people were like, nah, you don't really got to do that. And they're like, no, we're going to do it.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. I didn't look into it.
Can now kickstart with crypto?
No. It's like they want to track it on the blockchain and shit like that. So you can give them their digital goods and stuff like that.
Even mean?
What does anything with blockchain mean, man? It's all like nothingness. So the Gloomhaven publisher guys were like, no, we're not down with the old blockchain, you know? You know me, we're not down with the blockchain. And BackerKit was originally launched as a thing for Kickstarters to like use that website to fulfill their like goals and stuff. So if you had a t-shirt that you were giving away on Kickstarter, if you reached the goal and you donated $10, you get the t-shirt. BackerKit was a thing where they would take care of it all and do like the background stuff and take care of it. Once this Kickstarter thing came out, they were like, maybe we should expand into our own kickstarting thing. So they've done it. It's on, I think it's in not beta, but early access or rollout for these guys to do their new thing on there. So that's the deal with this thing here.
The website looks like it's just full out. Like you can just crowdfund on BackerKit.
Yeah. Oh, they've turned it on for everybody?
Oh, yeah, it looks like introducing crowdfunding by BackerKit.
Yeah. I thought it was just a rollout for these guys at first, but maybe I misread or something like that. Yeah, like, why do we need blockchain and everything?
I don't know.
It's just like more computing power to track the spreadsheet of like who gets what. Like, I don't know, man.
Oh, hello, Frosthaven.
Yeah, that's the new one.
That's the new one.
That's the new one. Yeah. So
it's a nice big box.
Yeah, they're on backer kit, and I'd like to play Gloomhaven. I'd like to own it, but I'd also like to not buy it. So.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Someone needs to gift Curb.
I guess I could buy it on Steam or something like that. It is available digitally now.
Oh, that doesn't seem as fun.
No, I agree. I'd like to hold a card.
Yeah,
in my hand.
Hold a card.
Yeah.
Move the mini.
You gonna kickstart Frosthaven? Backer kit Frosthaven?
I mean, I wonder if I should.
I don't know. You probably have to spend like $400 Canadian to get it. It's probably like to actually get the game, you probably got to spend a lot of money. Because unless it uses Gloomhaven's cards or something like that, so it's like it's more of an expansion. I don't know.
I can't even actually look at any of the campaigns without being a...
you have to create an account?
Without an account.
That's lame. So it is early access still then. Because otherwise they'd have the ability for you to just like look at anything. There would be no faffing about having to log in or whatever.
Yeah, I'm curious. We'll investigate it in the after show.
All right, sounds good.
In the after show, which will be coming up very soon.
Yes.
Because last up, Destiny 2 cheater creators come to a $13.5 million settlement with Bungie.
Yeah. So these guys settled out of court, I think, to pay Destiny $13.5 million for their cheating.
For damages.
I hope they sold their copies of the cheat for a lot of money, because it said they only sold, or there was 3,200 violations or something like that. So unless they were selling these for like, I don't know, $10,000 each or $1,000 each, they're going to be out a little bit of money here.
So it's $2,000 per violation.
Yeah.
So they definitely did not sell their cheats for that much. $2,000 a cheat? No one's paying that.
No. But I mean, some of those cheats were sub-based. Do you remember when we were talking about, was it Call of Duty cheats, and you had to subscribe, and it was like something ridiculous, like $100 a month or something like that? So who knows? It's possible.
Why are you paying this much to cheat? That's so stupid.
It's called getting good.
It is called getting good. You should look into it. Stop cheating.
No, that's the easiest way to get good, dude.
Oh, pay money to get good?
It's like
cheat
is like a steroid or HGH, but in the E world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these were the dudes were in Canada too.
Yeah.
So one of them, the company name was like Canada 103291, which is probably just a business registered to a PO box. But like, why? I guess, I mean, even if you're running an illegal business, you kind of got to pay your taxes on it. Because Revenue Canada will come for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, these guys are out a bit of money.
Yes, they were.
I was thinking about getting into the cheat creation game.
Yeah, were you?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it only takes...
You got a background in programming?
I think it only takes a little bit of HTML.
Oh, yeah, web-based cheats.
I know some lingo, SQL.
Ah, the old SQL.
DDoS. I'm sure I could puzzle it out.
I'm sure you could. I think you know enough of the base words to be fluent in cheat.
I couldn't imagine paying for a cheat.
No.
Let alone using a cheat.
No.
So, and I mean, whatever. They were cheating in Destiny. Pshaw, who cares? Just let them cheat. Head snapping in Destiny. They already got it. It's called auto aim. It's built into the game. So, yep. Hopefully they learned their lesson.
Hopefully.
I mean, I don't care if they learn the lesson, but this might deter someone from creating a cheat. I doubt it. It'll deter them from being caught. They'll like figure out a way to do it where no one can figure out who they are.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured it out, Mikey T.
Huh?
A cheat delivered via the blockchain.
Ah, blockchain cheat technology.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I figured it out. I'm truly a renovator.
You are a renovator.
An innovator. Sure. A renovator?
You've renovated all the things.
Wow, okay. That's an interesting choice of words.
Yes.
I blame COVID.
Yes.
It's wrecked my brain, dude. I swear. I'm stupider than I was. I was pretty stupid before, but I'm even stupider now. Yeah. I use a lot of wrong words nowadays.
Yeah, but then they could track. Chat says then they can track the cheat because it's on the blockchain.
I mean, I'm just distributing it on the blockchain.
Yeah.
I'm not like using the blockchain to calculate my head snapping.
Head snap. Actually, the cheats now are kind of crazy. You have to use a capture card, put it on another computer,
yeah,
and then you put a point of camera at the
I remember
screen.
we talked about that, and dude was doing it for Call of Duty, and we talked about it in the one episode. In the next episode, he said that he had got asked nicely by Activision to stop it, and he said, "Oh yeah, I stopped. Wink. I'm not developing it anymore. Winkety dink."
Well, I was watching a video again about cheating, and it's like an aimbot, a physical aimbot that goes over your mouse.
What the fuck?
That aims for you.
Oh my god. So you don't even have to play the game?
No, you just you use the keyboard.
This is like an auto walker for Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Pretty much. It just snaps heads.
Holy shit.
You do the basics and then it just snaps heads.
Wow. Why even play a game?
I don't know.
Just that's like an auto clicker Call of Duty. You just press play and then you fucking walk away.
Yeah.
Good lord, dude. Or do you have to do the W key? Maybe you have to do the W key.
You got to move around still.
Okay. What if you want to strafe?
Well, that's what you're A and D for. That's what you're strafing. You're not turning. What if you want to turn, you mean?
What if you want to turn?
I don't know. Maybe touch the mouse then.
Wait, is A and D strafe?
Yeah.
I haven't played Apex in any recent times, so I don't know.
Any FPS in a recent time.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, A and D is strafe, and the mouse turns you.
Oh, yeah.
Mouse moves your head.
Okay.
WASD moves your legs.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Great.
We've come to agreement.
Yes.
Cheaters suck.
And we've also come to the end of this podcast.
Oh, sad.
If you like this podcast, please leave us a thumbs up. Please leave us a like. Share us with a friend.
That's the big one.
Get us out there.
Yes.
Get us out there. We need to be in more people's ear holes, on more people's iPhones. Or Android devices.
Okay, there we go. I agree now.
Whatever you're using.
I agree.
I'm using an Android device.
Man, superior Android device. I've never used an iPhone, so I don't know.
There you go. I use both at the same time. Hello.
Double phone?
Double phone.
Have you ever considered like calling two different numbers and having each other talk to each other on the phone?
That'd be funny.
I seem to remember that happening in a movie, but I don't. Not with cell phone, but with pay phones.
Yes.
I don't remember. Oh, FX. The movie FX.
The movie FX.
I think they did that in the movie FX.
Oh,
anyways.
All right, everyone. We will see you again in 1 week's time.
Bye-bye.